What's up? What's up, Sauce Boss? Late night stream? Yes. We are doing a late night stream, y'all. I have no choice. I've been waking up at fucking 10 p.m. So here we are. Hey, Alexa, turn on bedside light.
Okay.
What's up, Jennifer? What's up, Lauren, Jason, Sebastian? What's up, y'all? What's cracking? Actually need to grab a carbonated water. One sec. Look at Pickles. Look at her. Yay! Whatever the fuck that was. Yay! That was neat. I hated that. What's up, Xander? What's up, y'all? How are we doing? It's Friday, y'all. It's almost Saturday. I can't believe it's Friday. Holy Friday, dude. Happy Friday, y'alls. How is everybody doing? I missed y'all. Da, 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 da. There's a CIA whistleblower over Ukraine phone call. No, this has to be from way back in the day. Out of New York. I don't see anything. Hadn't seen you in a minute. I know, guys. Yeah, y'all, I have this thing where I suck at life. And I don't have a sleep schedule. I can't manage my sleep schedule. Need a picture in picture cam. Guys, we have like two ideas that we want to carry out here in soon. One is we're thinking about what do you call it? Crowdfunding a tattoo. So like this comes from I used to stream gaming, and my fans when I was gaming crowdfunded a tattoo for me, and I got a chicken tattooed on my butt. If you guys are interested in something like that, we can figure something out. Movie nights have not helped. Yeah, that's true. Guys, I will not be getting a pickle tattooed on my butt. It's too phallic. It's crossing the line. We know better. We're not doing that. What about pickle? I can get a tattoo. I mean, I would love to. I don't know why y'all would fundraise a tattoo of my dog, but I would totally do that. No pickle, no contribution. Hello?
Yo, what's up, man?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
My what?
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yeah, sure.
Okay, what do you like about Trump?
What does Trump suck?
What is Trump? Is that Tupac?
Yeah.
Who do you think Tupac would have voted for? Kamala or Trump?
I don't think he would have voted.
What? What does Kamala say about abortion? I'm sorry. What does Tupac say about abortion?
What does he say about abortion? I don't know. What does he say?
He's pro-choice, bro.
How do you know that?
His lyrics.
What about his lyrics?
I'll pull him up for you if you want.
Since we all came from a woman, got our game from a woman, and our name from our woman,
Yeah.
I wonder why we hate our women, why we... What is a woman according to you, by the way?
An adult human female. It's also a cultural idea. It's also a societal category. Genders are societal constructions.
Can a man become a woman?
In a sense that you think, sure, but that's not necessarily what's happening now.
Did Tupac believe that a man could be a woman?
I'm sure if you asked him today, he would say, sure.
Today, but he's not alive today.
Okay. I'm just saying. Your hero.
Do you think at his time that he would tell you that yes, that a man could be a woman?
Sure. Yeah, I think that you guys, the right is using this as a social wedge, using people's ignorance of the idea of gender and the idea that it's a social construct. Like, even just trying to legislate this, putting this in an executive order is very strange. So, like, what if we had a Jewish president and he sent an executive order and he said there are 8 genders? What would you have to say about that?
Bro, if we had a Jewish president, I would call the H guy from Germany.
You would call him?
Yeah, or
Why?
resurrect him from the dead.
Why would you do that?
Because
You don't like Jewish people?
fuck no, I don't.
All right. Yep. Since a man can't make one, he has no right to tell a woman when and where to create one. That's what Tupac says. Starting off strong. Yeah. Welcome back, Pickles. Tupac raped the chick, solid choice. Dude, it was his profile picture, not mine. Did he? I didn't know that. Chat, tap the screen. Let's get to like 20K. Let's get some people in here. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. If you enjoy debates, give me a follow. My thumbs are speed. Guys, what's everybody getting into this weekend? I think I'm gonna let my hair down and do nothing again. Probably just stream. Just gonna let my hair down a little bit. Feeling cute. Might stream. Going to Vegas? What's up, Jonathan? Hopefully my pants. Stream at night so I can watch at work. How do I join the chat? You want to talk, Stu? What's up, dude? Hold on, Stu. Don't join. Don't join until I need to get the algo moving a little more. We need another debate first. Yeah, we've been chilling in Discord all week, y'all. If y'all haven't joined my Discord, we're always in voice chat. If you see us in voice chat on my Discord, hop in, say hi, come hang out. Where have I been? Bed rotting. Skyla, I'm picking up my phone right now. Chat, tap the screen. Let's get some people in here. Where is everybody? This is my fault for not going live for like a fucking week. Yeah, I just got on. I did. It's so quiet, y'all. I wish I could stream music, but I'm streaming to YouTube right now. What's up, y'all? What's up, YouTube chat? YouTube, if you haven't done so yet, hit the thumbs up. Send this out to more people. I convinced my HVAC tech that Trump is destroying his healthcare. Good. Yellow. Maybe accident. Yellow.
Hello.
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
I'm a gooner.
Hey man, you forgot to clean up your cum. You gotta clean up your cum, man. It's all over my face. What the fuck?
Yeah. Nick Fuentes fans are crazy. Yellow.
What's up, nigger?
Nick Fuentes fans, they're crazy. Goodness gracious. Goodness gracious. Yeah, guys, copying the link counts as a share. Sorry, y'all. I'm just waking up, so I'm just like spacing out. We're on our first carafe of coffee, guys. Come back in the end when MAGA's hungover. Oh my god. I'm sure we'll get a few sauced up MAGAs. Saturday night. Are there any intelligent conservatives particularly left to debate? Have not met one yet. There are very few, and it's very weird. It's like the smart ones go around doing smart things to justify horrible positions. Guys, I had no idea. I had no idea it was Friday night. No idea. I would say I'm a semi-intelligent conservative. Jay, I'm just kidding. Hello?
It's on the floor. It's on the floor.
Skylar, thank you. Trump is gonna be going to Gaza to make sure the aid is really given to them. Wow. Trump's really turned a new leaf. Hello?
Niggers.
Hello.
Stu. Save me.
Dude, I don't know what the frick is going on with your callers.
Hold on, Stu.
Sorry.
Dude, what the fuck was that?
I don't know. Are you a Trump
I
supporter?
was just passing by and I saw that shit and it's sort of like and it just kept going and I'm like, oh my god, and then it got to the end and it's like, shit, my dumb ass, what the fuck?
Yeah, sorry. Yeah, are you a Trump supporter?
Hell no. No,
Okay,
no.
fuck yeah.
I was
All right.
Okay, all right, bye.
Thank you. All right, Stu, what do you got?
So, you know that for a long time I was originally a Trump supporter.
Yeah, I know.
I'm still very conservative in the beautiful country of Canada. Well, the formerly beautiful country of Canada. The Liberals have ruined it. I know you're going to disagree with me, but you wanted a conversation with conservatives, so...
I don't know how much I don't know enough about Canadian politics to debate you on that. But Canada has also been voted it tops a lot of lists, like best country in the world when it comes to like happiness, education, economic mobility.
Like Justin Trudeau absolutely destroyed our country, our economy. He's like the Canadian version of, I don't know, you can call him. He was more well spoken than what's his nuts, Biden. So Trudeau's more well spoken in a sense, but he also did the
Yeah, but you liked Trump for how many years, and he says the craziest shit.
Oh, I know. So I liked him in his first term, and I still do actually agree with some of the things that he's doing. Things that you and I will never agree on, because I heard someone you were previously having a conversation with, the guy that was apparently the Tupac fan that called in for no reason because he didn't seem to have an opinion about anything. I mean, I do appreciate quite a few of the things that Trump has done. And again, you and I will not agree on them, and some of them I won't bring up because it's just not appropriate for conversation, especially on a streaming platform. But now I'm doing the thing. The the gender thing that you said earlier, and you said it's a social construct. I highly disagree with.
It's not something you can really disagree. Like, it's weird that people can say they disagree. It literally is a social construct.
It's not. It's science.
No, it's not. No, like years and years. Just like I said, you're Christian, right? You're Catholic.
Yes, sir.
What religion was Jesus?
It's one of those things there's so many different interpretations.
It's Jewish. He was Jewish.
He wasn't Jewish. He was born in a Jewish nation, I suppose, but Christianity was birthed by Jesus Christ.
Yeah, I know. It's the following of Christ, but Jesus was Jewish.
I don't necessarily agree with that. And what does that have to do with science and gender?
Okay, because gender is a social construct. Sex is what you're thinking of, like male, female, it's bimodal. Gender in Judaism, there are 8 genders. That predates the United States. That predates what our societal norms are. Depending on where you were born on Earth and what time period, there are different genders. There are more than 2. There are less than 2. Like there are societies today that have more than 2 genders, including Judaism.
Okay, but there are also societies in the world that exist and shouldn't.
It doesn't matter. It just, but it goes to show it's a societal thing. This is like something we all make up when we decide together. Like we all just, it's Fugazi. We made it up.
I'll never agree with you on that topic ever. You're never going to change my mind, and it's part of the reason I wanted to call you. Like, I love you to death. You and I will always be close friends, but we disagree on a lot of things, and I still respect you at the end of the day. I enjoy having intelligent conversations with people where we can discuss our views respectfully without calling and making sexual noises or saying the N-word or
Yeah.
Stupid like that. It's I don't know. I don't think that. Again, I had a friend that I used to work with. She was bisexual, and she had a lengthy conversation or discussion or argument with me about gender and sex being different, and I just don't agree.
I don't know. Okay. I mean, it's not a thing. I love you too, Stu. It's not a thing you can just like disagree on. It's like either you know it or you don't. But like gender and sex are entirely different. Sex is bimodal. Sex would be male and female. Gender would be man and woman, right? So like sex and gender are different. Here's the symmetry breaker. This is a adult female dog. Is this a woman?
Ooh, Pickles?
Yeah.
Pickles is a boy.
No, Pickles is a girl. Is it a woman though?
What?
Yeah.
Nah.
Yeah.
We've
she's
been
a woman.
friends all these years and I've met Pickles.
Yes. Pickles is a girl.
Sorry, dude. I've been doing the same shit as you with like the bed rotting and the not knowing what day of the week it is. Like I'm going through shit.
You're good.
Big time.
But address my point. Is if in your case is Pickles a man?
So Pickles is actually a female?
Yes.
Your fucking dog that I've hung out with and stuff.
Yeah, I know. I guess you don't go around filling my dog's genitals. That's cool.
I used to do that, but I got in trouble.
Yeah.
Do I
People don't like
consider
that.
Pickles a girl or a female?
It's a female. So is it a woman?
Yes.
No, we don't call dogs women.
Yes, we do.
No, we don't. No, we don't.
This is what we call them, females.
Okay, what about an adult, like an adult giraffe? Would you call an adult giraffe, female giraffe, would you call that a woman?
No, because it's not human.
Exactly. So sex and gender that's the symmetry breaker, right?
No, that kind of contradicts your statement. It does, in a
It's
sense.
a symmetry breaker between sex and gender.
Well, there's a big difference between animals and humans, right?
Yes, and that's we use gender to describe people because it is a social because we are social animals.
Yes, but animals are also part of society.
Not real. I mean, not in that sense. We don't call them women and men.
We call them whatever their fucking names are. Listen, one point that I want to make is I don't care what someone wants to identify as or what their sexuality is. Here's where I'll draw the line. So if myself, and you know me, I'm 6'4", I'm a big guy, I've got a giant beard. If tomorrow I started saying, you know what, I identify as a woman, would you respect that?
Yeah, if you committed to it, if you were genuine about it, yeah, I would.
If I changed absolutely nothing about my appearance or personality, but I just said, I'm a woman. I'm gonna go play in women's like beer
Three
league.
things they look for is consistency, insistence, and persistence. So like if you were in genuine distress and you felt some sort of way, a lot of people come out your age, our age, and transition this late in life.
With your age, you fuck.
Huh?
I said, watch with your age, you little shit.
Yeah.
We're about the same age.
Yeah, I know. People come out our age and they do this.
But do you remember not too long ago when the transgender thing, it used to be called like transsexual or trannies?
That's a slur now. That's a slur.
Is it?
Yeah.
Am I not allowed to say that?
Yeah.
I'm not. Wait, am I not allowed to say it on stream?
Or anywhere. Yeah, don't say that.
Well, I'll say it in like real life, but if it's one of those banned words, I won't.
Yeah, don't say it here for sure.
Yeah, sorry. I don't really know the rules of streaming. I'm not trying to be disrespectful to anyone, but
you're good.
I'm just like, I'm 39 years old. I've lived through a lot of different, I guess. I don't know, a lot of different things. If like one of our friends is actually transgender now. Actually, I don't know if you were friends.
I know who you're talking about. Guitar
Alec?
player?
No, Alec.
Yep.
Pierce.
Are we seeing the same person?
Are we talking about Allie?
Yeah.
That's now Alec? Yeah.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's weird for me to say I love him because to me, she was just always my friend Allie.
Oh, I'm thinking of someone else.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind.
And, yeah, we FaceTime for the first time in like I was close to a decade, and she has transitioned to a male. So she's
Man.
Sorry,
Yeah.
I'm trying to find the respectful words because
You're
although
fine.
I'm conservative and all of that, I'm not a disrespectful or hateful person. Yeah, I'm Catholic, I'm Christian, I'm heterosexual, all of that. I never try and disrespect anyone, but I do. There are certain things that I would say until the day I die, I will never conform to. Like if a man that looked like me and I was like, thank you, sir, and they were like, it's ma'am, I would say absolutely not. I'm sorry. I'm no. It's never going to be acceptable to me. And again, live your life the way you want. And I think one of the things that's super unfortunate, one of the things that's plaguing society these days is the fact that you and I can have a civilized conversation about something like politics and gender identity and things like that respectfully. It speaks volumes because nowadays so many people, like I've lost friends because they were like, oh, you're conservative, gross. Oh, you're Catholic, you're religious, gross. Like not friends with me anymore. I think part of being an actual Christian is keeping an open mind and accepting people and really hoping for nothing but happiness for everyone. I'd say the biggest problem I have with the whole transgender thing is there are cases where I do believe that people suffer from gender dysmorphia and dysphoria. Where their brain's telling them that, you know, I identify more as a female than I do a male or otherwise. And I respect that. But one of the things that I don't appreciate is everything being shoved down our throats constantly. The liberals cry at this point about everything. Like if something doesn't fit their narrative or go their way, they complain. Like look at the American Eagle campaign going on right now with Sydney Sweeney, right? Everybody is up in arms and so fucking mad about it because they used a pretty blonde girl, and she's not really that pretty, but she's got something or a couple of things. But people are so pissed off because a blonde girl with blue eyes is taken over from the morbidly obese models that they started using 5 years ago. To me, I feel like the world is healing. If you're a model, per se, for example, sorry, I use a lot of medicinal things for my neuropathy this evening. So if I stumble over my words, I do apologize. But I do believe there are situations where gender dysphoria is a thing. And then I think there are people that are strictly looking for attention and being perverted. Like there was a situation at Planet Fitness, right? Where there was a dude that was shaving in the women's changing room. Like shaving the washroom at the women's changing room with little girls and stuff. So this woman filmed him and she was like, "What are you doing?" And he was like, "I belong in here." She got her membership canceled for confronting him.
For filming in a locker room?
No, for filming him specifically.
You can't film in a locker room.
But a man shouldn't be shaving in the women's locker room, shaving his face. He was literally wearing a towel with nothing on top because he was a man.
Dude, okay. I don't know.
Go ahead.
This might be some sort of isolated incident, right? Like there will always be one of these for every like 100,000, I don't know, Catholic priests or.
Yes, I know where you're going. Don't even say
it. Dude, the thing, we've been using, the right has been using minority groups as scapegoats for the longest time. For the longest time. If you look at the statistics, you're more likely to be harmed as a trans individual or somebody a part of the LGBTQ community. You're like 4 times more likely to be harmed and assaulted in a bathroom than you are to be the assaulter. Well, this is why this is just so crazy.
I don't think biological males should be allowed in women's washrooms or women's sports.
I don't care. Honestly, the biological thing, people get twisted up over this. If you're on hormone replacement therapy for 2 to 3 years, your physical attributes are the same that of a cis person of the same gender.
What do you mean? What is
so like if I'm on if I were a trans woman and I wanted to compete in swimming, if I were on estrogen and hormone replacement therapy for 2 to 3 years, my bone density, my athleticism, my aerobic levels, they will all be that of a cisgender woman.
No, they absolutely will not.
That is a study. There are studies on this, bro.
There's studies on lots of things that I mean, I don't agree with all studies because sometimes they're not backed up by science or any facts, and
these are peer-reviewed studies.
Pardon me, by the way, I burped.
Like so, other scientists have looked at these and said, "Yep, this looks right."
Okay, so for an example, let's look at the college swimmer. What was it, Leah Thompson?
Uh-huh.
The 6'4" dude that grew his hair out, and you could see his bulge in his one-piece swimming suit. He grew his hair out because he wasn't a good male athlete.
Dude,
He was,
you really think that they grow their hair out? They take HRT. They dress in all of these. They dress in different attire. They change their pronoun. All this stuff just to win some medals. Even though Leah Thompson has literally gone back down into the wash since she's won those medals. She hasn't won shit since. Dude,
Sorry.
pronouns are a social construct too. So mispronoun, like doing the wrong pronouns, it's just a phobia thing, dude.
It's not a phobia thing. It's the English language. I refuse to call someone they or them because it's a plural. You're an individual.
It's not true either. I found somebody's wallet. I hope I can return it to them. I hope they are okay.
Yeah. But if you're like, don't call me he or she, call me they. Like no, it's nonsensical. And listen, I'm all for gay rights, right? As a conservative, as a Catholic, gays, like I have gay friends. I have close gay friends. I don't know what's going to happen to them in the afterlife. I don't know what's going to happen to me in the afterlife. Honestly, as a devout Catholic, I genuinely don't know. And that's why I always keep an open mind and an open heart, because I just try and be the best person that I can. But I think we've reached a point in society where we are ignoring facts and science and replacing them with delusions and mental illnesses.
I literally just stated scientific evidence to you, and you ignored it.
What was the scientific evidence you just
The
stated to
HRT,
me?
3 years. It is literally a peer-reviewed scientific, like,
You're talking
medical
about
study.
You're talking about the hormone treatment, right?
Uh-huh.
Okay, but how many of these high school athletes have been on this program for 3 years?
I'm not worried.
No.
I mean, high school athletes, I'm not too worried. I mean,
even collegiate athletes. right?
collegiate athletes, it absolutely could be on it for 2 to 3 years. But we're talking about in the NCAA in the United States, out of 500,000 people, we're talking about 10 people. There were 10 trans people. So for us to be shoving it down anyone's throat, I feel like that's BS. So like, if liberals were out there like changing laws, being like, you need to do these pronouns and teach all of these kids all of these things, like that, you would have a case for us shoving it down your throat. That's not the case. That's what y'all are doing. So the conservatives are going around in Texas, starting this year. We have to have a giant poster of the 10 Commandments in every classroom. And we're gonna have to explain to little kids, hey, you're gonna burn in a lake of fire for eternity if you wear mixed fabrics or if you eat shellfish.
Okay, listen, this is teaching Christianity in school is not the same as teaching something like Islam in school.
It's literally the same to me.
No, it's not. It's absolutely not, because there are New Testaments to the Christian Bible, and Islam is still going off of the Quran, which is severely outdated. And I know you're like kind of rolling your eyes, but there is a correlation between religion and with what's going on with sexuality. Like, so teachers that put pride flags in their classroom, do you think that's okay?
Yes.
So being proud of your genital preference is acceptable to speak about with children, or to put on display for children. That's acceptable to you.
Yeah. So like, there's tons of that stuff in the Bible too, right?
About like talking to small children about
getting your father drunk and having sex with him and doing all that stuff, rape, murder, genocide.
Okay, yeah, there are lots of flaws in Christianity as well, but you have to understand there are Old Testaments and there are New Testaments. Islam goes by the Quran, which their prophet Muhammad married, was it a 9 or 6-year-old girl? The man that they worship married a 6 or 9-year-old girl. The same shit is happening with this whole gender and sexuality.
God the Father impregnated a 12-year-old girl, Mary, right?
No.
How old was she?
43, I believe.
Mary?
Yeah.
She was 12 to 14.
Listen, again, I don't think sexuality should be discussed with children. I was talking to my mom the other night, and so when I didn't learn about reproductive things and sexuality until I took health class in high school. Remember that?
No, they
Where-
teach it now. I believe it's like 5th grade where they do
Absolutely not.
like sex ed. They pull you aside and say, "Hey, this is a vagina. This is a penis."
No, they absolutely should not. And unless you're going through puberty, you don't need to have that discussion.
You absolutely
Because-
should. So here's why.
No, you absolutely should not. Okay,
So-
tell me why.
The reason why is because the majority of sexual abuse cases happen from within the family. It's either a close family member or a family member,
Yep.
or a friend of a family. The majority, the overwhelming majority. So it's much better to have it to be like a public health thing. We teach our children how to identify good touch, bad touch, like
that's
no
fine.
areas, those things, so that they can the chances of them becoming sexually abused goes down dramatically when they learn these things.
No.
That's literal. What do you mean no?
I don't want to go into too much detail about what you just said because it's something very personal to me. And I'm not going to say it on a live stream with a lot of people listening. I don't want to talk about that right now because it does affect me in a very large way. But I will say I grew up in a healthy and normal time where it was like there were always gay people and things like that when I was growing up. I was born at the tail end of 1985. Throughout my entire life, I'm gonna be 40 at the end of the year. I'm an old fuck. But there were gay people from the time that I was born until now, and I was just like, whatever, I don't care.
It's not the case for the gay. I have a gay uncle that committed suicide. Okay, it's not just ice cream and orgasms out there for the LGBT community, the LGBTQ
understand.
community. It
understand
people.
that.
I mean, they just had a guy like a few years ago walk into a club, a gay community, like LGBTQ
The one
club.
in Miami or whatever. Yeah. Hey, what was his religion?
Was he Christian?
No, he was Muslim.
Was he?
So there you go. This is
I
the
don't know.
first time.
The per capita right-wing domestic terrorism, it spurs mostly from Christianity. Most of the groups, the Pride, like the Proud Boys, the Boogaloo Boys, the KKK, Yahtzees, they're all Christians.
Oh, you have to say Yahtzee now?
Mhm.
I think that's the other thing that really bothers me about modern society is when people say like graped or unalived and those things. There's nothing wrong with saying the words that directly relate to the subject we're speaking about.
I agree, but this is a children's dancing app. So when you say those words, TikTok, the algorithm feeds this to fewer people below the age of 18 or to different demographics.
Okay, so that's another thing is I think there should be so in the UK and stuff now and in other countries they put a restriction on who can view pornography. You have to verify your age by I guess like taking a picture of your license or your passport or whatever. It's I think it should be the same with social media. I think there should be an age limit. So I'm so old that when I joined Facebook, it was only for people with active college emails. Like you couldn't join Facebook unless you had an active. And I was going to Collin County at the time,
Yeah.
or Collin College, whatever they're fucking calling it now. I'm not sure, but that's how I joined Facebook, and that was like 2005 or 2006. I'm not sure. I don't think children should have access to social media at all.
I feel completely differently. So like we're living in a technological era where if you don't have a grasp of these things by adulthood, you are light years behind your peers, and your friends and your peers will outperform you. They will have more intuitive like grasp of technology and communicating with people online. I think it's very good and developmental for kids, especially if they're going to be entering an age where this is where business takes place.
Okay, but for an example, as far as like things that I don't think that we should expose children to, social media is definitely one of those things that children should not be allowed to be involved with. I think if you have to be 18 to buy a pack of cigarettes or 21 in the States to buy, is it still 21 in the States to buy beer?
I think so.
Yeah, it's 18 up here. It's 18 in the UK. Well, in the UK, like in Scotland, if
Aren't
you can see
conservatives about like more freedoms? In this kind of
yeah,
like not freedom,
conservatives are about
smaller government.
moral freedoms.
About
Like
what?
like I think society has lost as a whole. Like as soon as girls turn 18 now, they're making OnlyFans, right? Because they think
Entrepreneurials, they're making a lot of money.
no, but young girls are now delusioned to the point that as soon as they turn 18, they think they're going to start an OnlyFans, and they're going to be as successful as one of these other. I've never subscribed.
I don't know.
To an
Just like some fucking kid watches football and thinks he's gonna be the next Emmitt Smith.
What the fuck does that have to do with putting naked pictures of your butthole and stuff online?
Obviously, it's a free country, and sex work is real work, in my opinion. And I think if you want to do that and you make money, I think that's totally fine. Especially if we're gonna go around telling people like self-responsibility, pull yourself up by your bootstraps. If people want to sell pictures of their, you know what, fucking let them, dude. Especially if they're 18. If you're allowed to have a pew pew, if you're allowed to serve in the army, you should definitely be allowed to put your body online wholesale.
But to me, it breaks down more as like a lack of morality and self-respect. I mean, we are living now.
I think that's just an old worldview, bro. I think that's just like people are like, you're a Jezebel. Like I feel like that spurs from like religious fundamentalism, shaming of women, and like fetishizing sex. And I think that if we just look at it like with as much reality as possible, I think it's literally, it's not good, bad, right, or wrong. I think it's just fine.
So you think it's fine for damn near children to be selling naked pictures of themselves online?
So
Like-
no matter what age we change this to for it to be legal, the argument will always be they're damn near just now like barely legal. Like, should it be okay? I don't enjoy watching or looking at things of 18-year-old girls, but I absolutely think we should live in a country where they should have the freedom to do that.
To me, it's more like, yeah, they have the freedom to do that. To me, it's more of a question of morality. Like, I think society has digressed so rapidly because of things like social media. We went from being a normal society where it's like, hey, like things like this are just kind of faux pas and like, don't do that. And now we've got like furries walking around. We've got
Freedom, baby. Diversity. I love it.
Yeah,
Flavor.
yeah, freedom, baby. Let's I don't know, let's start the Crusades again. Let's do it again.
Stu, chill, dude. What?
What do you mean?
Thank you so much. Hey, Stu, I love you. Someone paid to kick you. I love you
Are you
though.
serious?
Yeah. Kelly,
All
thank
right.
you so much for the paid to kick. Stu, I love you. I'll
Is
talk to
that
you soon.
Kelly? Kelly, you're a fucking cunt. Fuck you.
Dude, fuck off, Stu. Kelly, thank you so much. It's KELLEIGH. Thank you, Kelly. Thank you so much. And Dolphin says, check your PayPal. Dolphin, what did you do? Thank you so much for the 10. I sent 10 because I need a favor. It's Dolphin. I'm on one of my backups. Can I kind of to get the bubs to follow? Promise I won't debate. I just want my friends to fight. Yes, Dolphin. Hop on up. Artemis, I see you're in the box too. I'll let you come up real quick. And Jay, I see you. Guys, we're gonna get to the next debate here in just a second. Follow the stream if you enjoy these conversations. Just give me just a second. What's up, Artemis?
Oh, I was just going to say, in my link tree in my bio, if anybody wants to look up the studies you were talking about when HRT is used, I have 2 of those, or possibly 3. I have the military study, as well as another one that looks at the effects of HRT on trans women athletes. And we see that, of course, they get much closer to cis women. And also, this is something that people don't know. Leah Thomas was actually in the top 5 and top 10 in the men's division her freshman and sophomore years. I also have that linked in my link tree if anybody wants to read up on that. And then her junior year is when she was in the 500th spot because she had started HRT. And then and then her senior year is when she had gotten back up and won. So she was doing quite well in the men's division and transitioned. So that's all I wanted to share if people really want to look at that.
Thank you.
Well, thanks for having me up. Bye.
Anytime. Dolphin, I missed you. I tried to bring you up and it didn't work. You can try again though. Dolphin, I don't know why you were removed. You're welcome to try again.
That's weird.
What's up, girly?
Hey, Bubs, it's me. My main got nannered, for 7 days. So if you guys could follow my backup, this is one of them. My other one's Oceanic WT, which is white tip. Does not mean, because people were asking me what the WT means, and I was like, it's white tip, okay? Sharks here. So if you guys could follow my backup, you don't mind if I stay up here while they follow, and I will just mute.
Sure, yeah. Guys, give her a follow. I'm gonna bring the next guest up for a debate.
Hey, can you hear me?
Yo, what's up? Are you a Trump supporter? We've talked before, right?
Yeah, we talked once, yeah. And sorry about that. You ever have it? I don't know if you ever join lives where you join a live and then like your background apps will play. You know what I'm talking about?
Oh no, I actually don't use TikTok on my phone too often, so.
Basically like when you join a live, like Spotify or YouTube will play. Anyways, yeah, I'm a Trump supporter. I wanted to explore a little bit of your rationale for a minute when I heard you talking about you think because you're a man, you should not have an opinion on women's issues.
Did I say that?
Well, I mean, yeah, you did. You said that because you're a man, you should not have an opinion on some abortion.
I didn't say. Well, I can defend that position a little bit. Yes. So like, people trying to legislate abortion, who are just men, who don't know the fundamentals of the female anatomy, who don't know the fundamentals of birth, etc. I do think it's probably a little dystopian to be a woman and see two men discussing what rights that they can and can't have.
Well, well, okay, but do you think that women should have an opinion on men's issues?
If it's solely men's issues, maybe.
Yeah, men's only issues. What do you mean maybe? Like it's men's only issues. That abortion's a women's only issue. You're saying that a men en masse shouldn't have it. And I'm presuming you're saying that it would be a very specialized group of men who would be able to have an opinion, which I don't even know who would be the gatekeeper of that other than women. So why should women have an opinion on men's only issues then?
I don't know. Can you tell me an issue that's men's only?
Prostate cancer.
Like, I'm sorry.
Testicular cancer, prostate cancer, testicular cancer.
Do we have a law? Do we have laws around that?
No.
Dictating what they can and can't do?
No. Oh, wait. Okay. Just so we're clear. So men shouldn't be able to have an opinion on it if there's legislation surrounding it.
I think I wouldn't be like it's a strong can or can't, but I think it should be shunned. Yes, I think it should be shunned when you're if you're talking about legislating a woman's body. Yeah.
Okay, so then how about this, like selective service? So women shouldn't have an opinion on selective service?
I think that's a debatable topic. We haven't had that in a long time, right? We haven't had any sort of
2021 it went up in Congress to get voted on. So
but it didn't happen.
And
the draft didn't happen.
Right. Well, women got to vote on it. They got to vote on changing the diet or the parameters of selective service.
Don't women get drafted now too?
No, dude.
No.
Matter of fact, when a man, I believe, votes, they're automatically registered.
I think women should get drafted now too. But here's the thing.
But you're missing. But I don't necessarily disagree with you. But you're kind of missing my point.
Yeah.
Right.
here's the thing. You came up here with an argument that I wasn't even really making. Like, it's a weird focus on the pro-choice topic, right? Like, I am tasked with having to debate this all the time. So it's not something I'm not completely against.
Well, Piccolo, I'm trying to give the devil their due. I'm trying to be fair to you, and I'm trying to say that I've heard you talk about in a frequent manner that you're like, I don't really think it's right that I'm the one saying the opinion because I'm not a woman on this issue.
I let women come up and debate this on my behalf. Yes.
But that's my point. You do that because you see, like, why do you do that?
Because I am being polite. I feel like it's the right thing to do. It's the feminist thing to do.
Why
to
can't
let
you
women defend their position on abortion?
I thought you said you were gonna. No offense, but I thought it was just me and Pickles. I thought you said you were
I
gonna
know.
debate.
I just wanted to say this.
Okay,
so
never mind
whenever
then.
they talk about trans people being eliminated or removed from the military, he'll bring up somebody that is trans in the military. If he wants to talk about AB, he brings up a woman. If he wants to talk about anything else, he brings up somebody else that can talk about it. That is the point. That is all I wanted to say, Pickles.
Papa Murph.
Okay, Pickles.
I don't know how you did it, but somebody already paid to kick you, bro. I don't know how you did it. You're welcome to come back some other time, all right?
All right, man. Later.
Lindsay, thank you for the kick. I haven't even said those words today. It's kind of weird. Maybe he just had like an argument in mind. He wanted to win. Chat, don't forget to follow Dolphin. Get her follower count up. And if you're a Trump supporter, hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump. Hello?
Yeah. Can you hear my fan in the background or no?
Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, sir.
What do you like about Trump?
He's just like a man, you know what I mean? And I just think that the government's just always trying to just put him down. And
so you're electing Trump because the government is mean to him?
Yeah.
Do you think, like, would you be willing to consider the other side of that? Like, on the left, we see Trump and he's like a crooked businessman and openly the most corrupt person that's stepped foot in the Oval Office.
How do you think he's corrupt?
Have you seen the fact that he accepted a $400 million jet from Qatar, the people who fund Hamas? Qatar with a Q.
Oh, I was gonna say Qatar. Where did he do this?
This year, like a month ago.
Oh, yeah. I think I heard about that. Yeah, and you got that free airplane or whatever.
Yeah, I got a free jet, and now he's trying to hide the proposals in which, like, the billions of dollars that it will take to retrofit that plane for Air Force One.
Yeah, I don't understand the problem with him getting a jet though.
It's a bribe. If a leader of a country gets a huge multi-million-dollar gift from another country, it's a big red flag, no matter who you are.
But if we got it, like, what's your conspiracy of like the trade proposal?
We don't know. He gets to do all this stuff behind closed doors.
Yeah, it's usually what presidents do.
Yeah. So anybody getting a huge multi-million-dollar gift, your question you have to ask yourself in your head is, what's he doing for that? What's he doing?
I mean, yeah, I kind of agree. There's always like what if it's a bad thing, or not all good things.
You could just not accept gifts like bribes as president. That's been the tradition. That's a thing.
But I mean, really, a lot of the presidents do. I'm sure.
Hillary Clinton almost accepted a $400 necklace, and she got shat on for like 6 months in the media. She got absolutely fucking shat on.
Yeah, why does she need a necklace?
Why does Trump need a plane?
Because he travels.
A gold suited plane. Trump already has planes. He has his own planes.
He has generational wealth. All he did was just add on to the more money that he had.
I agree. Thank you.
Pickles, you're not mentioning the multitude of criminal actions that he's taken since he took office. I, matter of fact, have a list. It was actually shown in Congress. I don't know if you remember that one congressman showing that big old timeline and all the corruption that he started doing as soon as he got into office.
No, I haven't seen that.
Oh,
But
oh,
yeah,
okay. Let's see.
he's got a crypto coin. You could just dump money anonymously into his crypto coin. God knows what I mean. Jimmy Carter sold his peanut farm when he became
I
president.
literally have the whole thing.
Trump
Pickles,
is
can I run
literally
it down right
leveraging
quick?
his position as president to enrich himself every day.
Can I run this just a few?
Sure, go ahead.
Just January's, okay? January 20th, Trump meme coin. Handouts for fossil fuels for CEOs. The 23rd, formalized crypto fraud. The 25th, fired the inspector generals. The 27th, paralyzed the NLRB. The 30th, juiced Trump's media stock. 31st, dropped DOJ lawsuits and investigations. That's just in January.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I have a question. What is your big take on him getting out of the Epstein files then?
Getting out of it?
I mean, not really out of it, but apparently he's quote unquote not in it or something. Whatever they just did today.
Uh-huh. Yeah. I can't read his bio. For everybody tell me to read his bio. I can't read his bio. I can't. I'm on computer. It doesn't do that for me.
Oh, it just says women look better crying. That's all it says.
Okay.
It
Yeah.
says the truth and misogyny and women look better crying.
I mean, there's nothing wrong with my bio. Anyways, this has nothing to do with what we're talking
I'm
about.
sorry, but you remind me of Trump that said to a contestant at the Apprentice that she would look better on her knees. So that's exactly what that. Jeez.
I mean, I think you're just taking it in a negative way, but my bio has nothing to do with Trump.
All right.
So what is your honest opinion on that?
I'm sorry. I already forgot what you mentioned.
With the Epstein files?
Yeah, so I hate talking about this because TikTok bans me so often for this, but I think it's obvious that Trump has some problems there. He was told earlier in the year that he was, of course, in them because he's Epstein. He's his best friend.
Say schmeppies.
I don't know why it. Yeah, I don't know why it's a shocker. There's more pictures of him with that guy than that guy with anyone else. I don't see how. This is some big Scooby-Doo mystery for the right, but it's there. He's acting like, if I were to write a play on how someone would look guilty, it would be exactly what Trump is doing. It'd be exactly what Trump is doing. And now he's going to get Ghislaine to testify in exchange for a pardon, I'm sure.
Yeah, but where can you say that he's guilty? I mean, we're innocent until proven guilty. That's in our Constitution.
Have you heard of the Katie Johnson testimony? There's 27 allegations against him. He was already been adjudicated one for sexual abuse in New York.
Yeah, that made up case. Yeah,
it's made up now entirely.
Yeah, 20 years for somebody's parents to come out about, or her parents to pass away. He comes out about it after 20 years.
Mm-hmm.
No, I don't.
Yeah, and what about all of these people who were victims of Epstein? What if they start coming out? You believe them?
No.
I have the names of 7 children right here that he paid settlements to.
Yeah, but
Children.
how do you get you probably believe that he unalived himself, don't you, in jail or in prison?
No.
To the contrary, do you believe that there's just a random minute missing from the video footage that Pam Bondi released?
Bro, them random videos that had a glitch 1 minute. What would be in a minute-long video? No, I want you to be honest, though. I
don't know. Isn't it multiple? It's 3 minutes. Yeah, it's 3 minutes.
There's 3 minutes missing, and they were spliced together by a few different days.
It's 1 minute.
It's 3.
No, actually, it's
I've
been
only
proven
seen
that there was
videos of 1 minute.
Nope, there's been 3. Sorry, Pickles, I'll shut up.
It's okay. Yeah,
Good girl.
Dude, I just can't wait to hear what weird conspiracies come out of this for the people that stick by Trump through this.
But listen,
it's gonna be
we're
crazy.
talking about we're saying that he's he's innocent. You're claiming that he's guilty, but you're claiming he's guilty because 3 minutes came missing out of a video or
You're
a
straw
minute.
manning. There's so many things. He's guilty because he was he was flying Epstein's plane last year during his campaign. He He literally he fired
Where does
he kicked
he get
Epstein
that
out of
from?
Mar-a-Lago because he was hiring his help, not because of the problematic things he does on his island.
Yeah, I mean, but that's just conspiracies, though. You're just using your brain and like, oh, he's guilty. He's guilty.
So if your best friend in the whole world had a whole island in an operation where he was doing these horrible things, and his business partner was in on it, and you're his best friend in the world, and you think there would be an opportunity where you wouldn't know about your best friend doing these things, especially if he was hanging out with presidents and
You want me to
huge
be
people
honest
of
with you? I
power?
would backdoor any of my friend for $1 million, 100%.
You what?
I would backdoor any of
You
my
would
friends
backdoor him?
for $1 million or anything
Well,
higher than
Trump's
that.
got millions of dollars. He didn't need that. He's not going to get $1 million if he tells on Epstein, right? Like he wouldn't have. There was no reward for that.
I mean, no, you're not going to get a reward, but where do you say that he's guilty?
I literally just told you I have names, the ages,
quote
and the
unquote-
amount of money that Trump settled with these families for these children. And you're gonna say, oh,
That
that
Trump
ain't
did
true.
or that Epstein did? Because you claimed Epstein the first time.
I'm just proving the point that
don't
he has
even
diddled
know.
children. Period.
So, the first time, are you talking about Trump or are you talking about Epstein?
Talking about Daddy Dumpy Pants.
Well, the first time that you said Epstein, but okay, sure.
No, you've been saying, how can we sit there and say that he's guilty, blah, blah, blah. And I said, because I currently, right now, have in front of me the names of 8 children that he paid settlements to.
All right, Lil John, someone paid to kick you. Have a good day, bub.
You too.
Trisha, W. Triss is in the chat. Thank you so much for the kick. And it's a weird position to hold. It's like you can't
Sorry,
prove
Pickles.
he didn't do it.
I
Kinda weird.
literally know my stuff when it comes to this.
Hello?
Hi.
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
I'm not. I just want to have I just want to comment on the last person. Like, what, you know, that person, seems like he listens to, like, you know, like the likes of like Joe Rogan and like, you know, and what was the dude that had like the gay frogs rant? I forget the name.
Oh yeah. Yeah, Alex Jones.
Yeah. That person seems like he listens to that on the daily, and also and that person also thinks that other person seems like they follow Andrew Tate too.
Yeah.
Like saying like
I agree. Listen, Chris Anthony, thank you so much for coming up. I'm trying to skip as many friendlies as possible, trying to get opposition.
No, yeah, I get that. I was just saying, I'm just saying the obvious.
Well, thank you so much. Have a good night.
You too.
All right, we got one more friendly chat. If you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, come hop in the box. Come tell me why you like Trump.
Hi, long
morning,
time no see, sweetie.
Pickles.
Hello.
Hello, darlings. How are we doing? Are we okay?
Yeah, we're good. How are you, honey?
No, well, you know, life is life and all of that, so not so bad. Just thought I'd quickly pop up because I know, Pickles, you want to carry on and get on with your live on a full basis. But I just thought I'd point out to all of the MAGAs in the room and all the people who are trying to defend Donald Trump and defend the E-list and this, that, and the other, that my country had a queen. Her name was Queen Elizabeth. She was the longest serving monarch in world history at this point. Over 70 years on the throne, in charge of the British Commonwealth of 2.7 billion people, and yet she had to pay millions and millions of pounds out to Prince Andrew's accuser, because Prince Andrew lost a civil lawsuit to gain against him because of the fact that her son is, as we colloquially call it in the United Kingdom, a nonce. Now, a nonce is a TikTok safe word, so I'm not going to get the host's live taken down. But the fact that the Queen of England, I'm from Wales, by the way, but just to clarify that, had to pay out millions of pounds for her son and he was on the list, and he is on the list, and he visited that island multiple occasions and had his own disturbing litany of behaviors, and you guys are so deep into this shit that you are still willing to ignore the call within your own house, and the call being your own house being the call within the United States to stop these men, and indeed a limited amount of women, from trafficking other human beings, from forcibly forcing themselves upon other human beings, young girls predominantly, but also young boys and youth. And you guys are still making this argument again when Her Majesty the Queen had to bail her son out. A son, by the way, that all she had to do was just demand political immunity for diplomatic immunity for, and he couldn't have been touched. And even she recognized that this was the right thing to do, and you guys are still unwilling to throw any of your political people under the bus, including Trump. Says a hell of a lot for you guys and your behavior towards children, women, and girls. And if you don't get that, then you're the problem. You're the reason why women have the bear debate right now. You're the reason why so many other really horrific things are going on in this world. Why young girls are afraid of men. Why young girls are afraid of boys. Why young boys don't know their arse and their elbow if they say the wrong thing because they might be accused of something, when the men in the room don't actually sort something out. Because guaranteed, boys, every time you go to a football game, say there's 35,000 at your local football game, about 800 of those people in those stands will have done something statistically to a woman at some time. When are the men going to stand up and take some goddamn responsibility for your actions instead of putting it on to women? When are you going to actually start believing women and taking goddamn responsibility?
Come on, Auntie, I'm here to take you back to the UK. How are you doing?
Hello, are you a Trump supporter?
No, well, I've got a perfect movement for you all. It's on my page, but it's called Make America OK. They can all go around in little hats with Mao on them. I think they're trying to run before they can walk. A lot of these MAGA nuts, and it's quite funny to see. So I think they need to start off by making America OK. I don't know if you get behind that.
I'm all about that. Make America OK.
That's what I mean.
Sounds good.
I'm sorry if I'm tanking the live a little bit, but I just needed to be clear on this subject.
That's okay. I appreciate you, Auntie.
No worries. Thanks for having me up, Pickles. Lots of love, babe.
Anytime. Much love.
Much love.
Okay. I'm gonna drop all the friendlies right now. Dolphin, I love you, guys. Please follow Dolphin.
Do you think Democrats are really the answer as well? Because I don't think you've got either party that are going to help the American people.
Okay, how about this, Pickles? Let's do the drop. Drop and then the answer. Whee!
Yeah, the Democrat Party is light years better than Republicans. If you're just saying we should go further left, I mean, I agree, but it's harder in a two-party system because we have to appeal to moderates.
But my outside perspective is, I mean, would you rather eat a shit or drink a piss? That's kind of what you got in the political spectrum in America.
Not really. Democrats do far better than Republicans.
What have they really done though? I mean, in the last term, I mean, they made a load of deals.
So much. They passed more monumental legislation.
Promises. They threw a load of money away, and have not really done much.
It's not really true. We spent 2.2 trillion. Trump spent 8.3. We did Inflation Reduction Act. We did infrastructure. We did PACT Act. We did
Chips and Science Act.
I'm sorry. Tell me how the infrastructure went.
Because a lot of it didn't get rolled out, did it? And that was
it's a 10-year plan.
Again, it's a 10-year plan, but when you've only built 53 electrical vehicle chargers out of a plan of 500,000,
that's just propaganda. That's just
it's not propaganda.
It is.
That's cited with a source.
No, I know. That was like early in the development. It was 7 for a I forget how
It
many
was
millions of
53 at
dollars it
3
was. It was
years.
like 7 that was built. Yeah, it's a 10-year plan. They're rolling them out. It's just, I mean, obviously, if you've never worked construction or contracting before, you don't know how these things go. But
I have. No, it's fine. I have. So I do understand it. So at the current projected rate, unless you're doing over 100,000 a year now, not 100,000, unless you're doing like 50,000 a year, 50,000 a year.
That when they write
you're not doing much
infrastructure
better.
plans, that they actually draw out the plans of like what they're going to build?
What do you think they know? They don't know how to implement electric chargers is basically what you've said there.
No, you just think that like when they wrote the bill, they're like, these are the locations of each charger, and this is the whole plan. No, it's a giant.
No, I know that. It then goes down to local
it's just a
level
bank
in
account.
America,
It's
but
just
a lot
a
of
it's just a
already
fund.
done.
So like you apply for the funds. You say, here's my project. Here are the bids. This is what I want to do, and then you get the money, and then you do the project. So for you to look at the Biden administration and be like, look at these electrical chargers, this is their fault, it's stupid.
Yeah, they should have pushed it more. You could quite easily, especially in America, have a public workforce as well. I mean, you're laughing, but you clearly don't know.
I am laughing because they created like 15 million
You could quite
jobs.
easily have a. You could quite
They
easily
created
have a
15 million
public sector.
jobs.
You could quite easily have a public sector workforce to implement them fairly easily, but instead you've got tens of billions gone missing in the pot, all because of how corrupt the local level governments are.
Yeah, did they finally find some fraud?
Potentially, but not at the fraud level that you should have done.
They never found any fraud.
But the reason why America and even the UK is so down the pan is that you have 1% in America that own more than the 90%. Not Democrats aren't changing that. Democrats help that. Trump definitely doesn't
We
change
don't help that.
So
No, we do change that.
Do you? Please enlighten me how you've changed that in the past 20 years. Because every successive government since Bush has contributed in the buying power of the dollar for the indigenous people who live in America to drop by 48%. So if they were to help
Indigenous
that,
people have nothing to do with the American dollar.
no, not indigenous people. I'm saying the people that live in America, the people that reside in America, that use the currency in the area of the United States, not trading it as foreign currency. It has almost halved since President Bush, and you've had Democrats in, and you've had Republicans.
If you just,
in.
I think this is silly. Dude.
It's not silly. These are extreme wealth divides. These are extreme wealth divides. Your wages haven't gone up.
I agree that the wealth divide is bad, but for you, like,
do you not know what fiscal drag is?
Yeah, I do. And what you're saying,
so all successive governments in America, predominantly,
what you're saying is a very uninformed position. It's like a very broad, uninformed, like blurred position. Like if you don't understand the economy, then sure, you can be like, oh, the dollar is lost all of its value. The dollar is like fucking one of the most valuable currencies on earth right now.
Well done. And I said, not if you're trading it as a foreign exchange, yes. However, this is why you don't understand economics. I'm saying the people that use said dollar in America, the buying power has dropped by 48%. Wages have not increased in the same influx. So this is why you've got fiscal drag. All successive governments have done is make it worse. So no, I
agree.
Neither party government are working for the people.
I can actually point at the things that make it worse, and I can attribute those things to the problem. And for you to just broadly be like, oh, all governments, both sides do this, it's not true. It's not true.
Look at the breakdown.
Biden, do you know what Biden did? Do you know what Biden did to do you know what Biden did to the tax policy to change this? Do you know what Biden did?
Biden had a 9% increase on that.
I'm sorry?
For that to drop, a 9% increase.
Do you know what Biden did to go against this? Do you know what Biden did as an effort to go against
it? It doesn't matter if you put a load of taxes on everybody.
It does matter. It does matter. If you have no idea what each president does, you have no idea what you're talking about.
This is the problem with Americans. You don't understand what you're talking about, then you waffle. Right. Let me educate you on your own tax policies. Clearly you don't understand. You can tax the higher echelons, but that doesn't mean you can tax the bottom echelons. But taxes went up for everybody. That's a huge issue.
Who's been writing the tax code?
Because that just implements fiscal drag.
Who wrote the tax code?
Not everybody is making more money. Not everybody is making money.
Who wrote the tax code? I don't know where he went. He was annoying though. Hello? Hello? Oh. As a Brit, I'm sorry. MAGA request up. Can we get a smaller gift goal? Yeah, I'm sorry. Those are insane. Let me change that. Guys, tap the screen. Let's get some more people in here. God. Both sides. Both sides my fucking fat ween, dude. Latinos for Trump. Y'all are insane. Chat, if you're a Trump supporter and you want to debate, just type MAGA in the chat. Type MAGA and I'll pull you up. Viva Trump. What the f... Encorditos? What is that? They usually say pepino. Chat, my coffee's gone cold. I'm back, Zilla. I'm back. Totally sober on a Friday night. Who else is sober on a Friday night? Kevin, I love you back. Big kisses. I'm sober, maybe. Celebrating 3 years sober today. Wow, grats, cutting up. I hate 18 months. I hit 18 months on the 4th of last month. Yeah, I'm Cali sober too. Yeah. We just got some sort of breaking news. A federal appeals court upheld a decision that temporarily halted agents from arresting and detaining LA immigrants without probable cause. Nice. $13 years. Wow. That's a W. That's a W. That's a W. 10 years sober from the O's and the A's. Wow. Congrats. I never got on the O's. This is definitely on the A's. Hello? Janine? Hello?
Hello, imagine supporting faggots. Ha ha ha. Imagine supporting a bunch of cartels. Ha ha. In Mexico. The lady in Mexico is literally more corrupted. Ha ha ha.
Didn't Trump just let a bunch of cartel into the United States? Cartel family members enter U.S. and deal with Trump. 17 family members of cartel leaders crossed the U.S. last week as a part of a deal between son of a former head of Sinaloa cartel and Trump administration. Mexican Security Secretary Omar Garcia confirmed a report by independent journalists that family members of Ovidio Guzman Lopez was extradited to the U.S. in 2023. Guzman is one of the brothers left for running a faction of the Sinaloa cartel. Rumors circulated last week. Pled guilty and avoid trial for several drug trafficking charges in the U.S. Blah, 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 blah. It is evident his family is going to the U.S. because of a negotiation and an offer that the Department of Justice is giving him. Well, damn, it's 1 a.m. Y'all are stuck with me, dude. It's late, but I think this is what we're doing for the night. I think we're streaming. 4 a.m. we'll be popping, dude. YouTube phone? I think you're onto something. Is this where all the whiny cranberry liberal? No, this is where all the cool kids hang out. This is where all the fucking awesome as fuck people hang out. All right, y'all. The phone line is officially on. Call this phone number right here. If you're on YouTube, call this phone number. Give me a call. Tell me I'm pretty. Tell me what you're wearing. Don't make me call in. Muy bonito. Muchas gracias. Muchas gracias. YouTubes. Hey, YouTubes. Call that number. If you want to debate, hop in the box, call that number. You're not wearing Jason? Photos or I don't believe you. We can't have vapes like that in Texas anymore soon? Oh no. Got your jammies on? I ain't got no jammies on. Ain't got no jammies on. I ain't got no jammies on the dance floor. They made him illegal in Utah too. I might have to get one of those fucking stupid. I don't know. I might just have to stick to the little pouches. I feel like a fucking wiener pushing 40, rocking one of these in public. It's the actual anti-poon. Everyone in Memphis sports them. Yeah. That's why the murder rate's so high. I use mine in the car only. I thought you quit. Yeah, I thought I did too. And then I gave myself a pep talk and got back on the wagon. who's a little animated, dude, this is the person that will talk. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
No, negative.
Oh, okay. Hi.
And so, hey, how you doing? I just been online with you for a couple minutes. Yeah, I'm a negative Trump supporter and all that stuff. I just live in the woods and all that stuff. I just want to say thank you for supporting everything. If you could help us out, that's cool.
Absolutely. I appreciate.
And your location, where's that? I live in the woods, right? Yeah, I live in the woods. Is it still there? Hold on a minute. Okay, can you hear me still?
There you
Over?
go.
Yeah, cool.
So you're just
Yeah,
chilling
I'll
in the
talk.
woods.
It's just I'm really I'm just been really upset with the whole entire category. I'm not a Trump or not a negative. Yeah, yeah. It's like they're trying to take away my and the cool thing is, it's in Texas, right?
Uh-huh.
All right, yeah, cool. So I apologize if my connection's not that good. I just live in the woods and that stuff is kind of in like cool. I
All right. I love you. Bro sounds like he's in the woods. Real bad case of being in the woods. Would have done numbers on Vine. It's the woods guy again. I don't want to talk to a guy in the woods. Is anybody not in the woods? Yeah, climb a tree or something, dude. We're all in the woods. Hello. Do you want to accept a call from Man in the Woods? +1 to connect. The phone number is it's YouTube only. If you want to connect on TikTok, you can just jump in the box. God damn it. Hello?
Hey, I lost you there. Are you with me?
Hey, I'm looking for opposition only. Are you going to be okay out there in the woods, though?
Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, no, man, I get Trump and all that stuff. And the thing is, the reason why I'm 75 years old, she's losing her intel and all that stuff.
Oh no.
And she's losing her medical, and she's losing her driver's license, she's losing her tabs and all that stuff, right? I'm out here on a one, and I'm taking care of my mom and all that stuff. I'm on Social Security disability too, and that's what I'm afraid of. But thank God I got my check today and all that stuff. But what I'm saying is, this is real stuff. I'm afraid, man. I don't know what to do. Could you help us out?
Yeah, I don't know how I'd be able to help. This is the most I can do for now, man. This is what I'm doing. But yeah, I'm looking for
Cool.
opposite.
Yeah, just what?
I'm
Yeah.
looking for debates right now, though. So I'm gonna have to let you. I'm gonna have to cut you loose. But I appreciate you calling up, dude. I wish you luck. I wish you and your kids luck.
Yeah, that's cool because I mean it's just me and my mom and my pets out here on my acre of land and all that stuff, and I reach out to you. I'm non-supporter of Trump. I don't like him at all.
Well, good. All right. Well, I hope you. I
And
hope you
so
have I hope you have a good night, man. I'm gonna keep the phone line open. Okay.
Cool. Thank you very much. You're
Thank
a
you.
good person.
You too. Thank you.
All
Bye bye.
right.
Yikes. Rude. I know. I'm sorry. I cut him off too soon. He may not be okay in the woods. Chat, 1 tap equals 1 prayer for that guy. Tap the screen. Does he need to GoFundMe? You're an atheist? Yeah, I know. I know. It's hard to believe it. Yeah, I know. Yeah, I wish him well. But I'm also selfish and poor. You're not selfish, just poor. Typical Leo behavior. All right. All right now. All right, guys. MAGA, 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 MAGA. Here you go. Sometimes you just gotta call them out of the wild. You gotta. I don't know. I wish I wish I had like a fishing lure. Could pull them out of the wild, or like a goose, like a duck call. Johnny uses banjo music. Stop calling people from the woods. Yeah, I know. A MAGA magnet. ASMR live? Dude, if all I had to do is ASMR lives, that would be the life. That would be tight. I just don't, I guess, I don't know. There's no way they make that much. I guess some do. How do you get, it's got to be such a competitive field. You need more of an incendiary prompt. Yeah. I don't know. I just really think like it's almost like my signature thing now. The sticker. Like I almost feel like I shouldn't ever change. Like, you know how Sacha Baron Cohen wears the same suit when he's, what's his name? I feel like this is my signature. Star Wars. Yeah, Borat. Yeah. Hunter Biden's laptop, Hillary's emails, Sleepy Joe. I'm way better looking than him. You stop it. Yeah, I can't believe it. For those who haven't seen it, I just got another push notification for this, but Trump fired his commissioner of labor statistics because he didn't like the jobs report. Like literally, speaking of Sasha Baron, like the dictator, like literally, like bad number, like godly, dude. Grass is green. Dude, I cannot find my green glasses. I'm about to put fucking pictures up and post them on power polls. Did I see your comments on YouTube? No, actually I didn't. I don't know if you saw, but Oklahoma passed laws that all schools have to have Bibles in each classroom. They're teaching the Bibles in schools now here in Oklahoma. Yeah, that's fucking gross. Thank you, Skyla. Yeah, that sucks. They just passed in Texas, they just passed the 10 Commandments too. And yes, the Smithsonian, he removed his own impeachment exhibits. So like there's an exhibit on all of the impeachments for each president. He made the Smithsonian remove his. What a fucking puss, dude. So that guy who talked about fiscal drag, he didn't know what that means. I actually quickly Googled it. When you said something, Martina, I Googled it. Yeah, authoritarian vibes for sure, dude. The guy who passed out at Corner's laptop. Yeah, what's his name? Ryan Walters? Is that it? Hope the new president puts everything back. It's like, imagine walking into a room with like an exploded Lego like monument. I feel like that's what our government looks like. Like no one's going to possibly be able to put all this back in one administration. South Park going after Kirk. I can't wait. I'm worried you want to acknowledge midterm results. Maxwell got transferred to a minimum security jail. Interesting. Just check. Trump is still your president. Do you think that people were in Yahtzee, Germany, going around to people who were who were antithetical to the movement and said this? I bet they did. He's still your Führer. That's what it feels like. He's still your Führer. Put pickles beneath the covers again. Chat, we might be out of debates. What are we going to do? What are we going to do? 2 more sub bubs. Thank you guys for the subs. Thank you so much. Thank you, Trish. Thank you so much for the gifted. Someone said movie night. Sing. Do you believe in love after love? I can feel something inside me say I really don't think I'm strong enough now. Pure raw vocals, chat. Here's another good one. Who knows this one? Are you listening? Whoa. Da-na-na-na-na-na-na. Sing it back a while. I hit every note. Liam, what the fuck are you doing here? I'm gonna charge you for that show. Move on, T-Pain. That is a bop. How was you share? Old share. I never got to see Jimmy World live. That would have been dope. Haters will say it's auto-tune, right? Pickle's literally saving me. I love how people like to pretend like we're crying and we're literally in here hanging out laughing. Look at all these crybaby liberals. They're like all cracking up in here. What a weirdo. We're so miserable, yeah. Liberal tears. I literally went to the gay bar with my friends, did a karaoke. Dude, the gay bar, I used to live in the gayborhood. The gay bar is the shit. All of the gay bars. If you guys haven't been to a gay bar, if you're a straight dude, you haven't been to a gay bar, you're stupid. You're absolutely stupid. You're missing out. There's these things, we call them fruit flies. Hot women hang out with gay dudes everywhere in the gayborhood. Everywhere. And they feel safe because it's the gayborhood, because it's a gay bar. I used to hang out at gay bars where Dahmer picked up people. I wouldn't, maybe not that gay bar, but other ones maybe. Straight men do not ruin it for us. Thank you. There you go. I'm from Dallas. Dog. Hello?
What's up, man?
What's up? Are you a Trump supporter?
More so than the other candidates.
Okay. Why do you like Trump?
Because, he's not okay with the trans and gay stuff.
That's it?
And he's putting Bibles in schools. I don't like that he's kicking out the immigrants, but it's cool that he's putting the commandments back on the school walls and stuff.
Why do you think that's good?
Because Jesus is king, and our kids should know that.
Isn't that just superstition, though? Isn't that just a religion?
That's an equivocation. Just because something's religion doesn't make it superstition. Jesus was on the cross, and he did resurrect after losing his life. So,
got it.
I can prove it if you want.
Sure.
How else would he fulfill 300 prophecies? How else would a perfect description of him be written 800 years by a single prophet, Isaiah? That don't make sense.
I don't know.
Yeah, so there you go.
It's pretty crazy. How do you reconcile the Great Flood?
It happened. Oh, there's nothing to reconcile.
Yeah, it happened. Yeah, all the geologists are just wrong, saying that it didn't happen.
Wait, what? How would you observe evidence against the fact of a great flood?
So, for instance, you would definitely be able to see there was a worldwide flood with at least fossil records. So, for instance, the Grand Canyon, if there were any sort of species that transcend the elevations that they were naturally inhabiting, then we would have a reason to believe there was a flood, but there's not. There's nothing
That
like that.
presupposes the whole world was populated at the time.
With animals, yeah, sure. We have all sorts of fossil records saying that there absolutely were 6,000 years ago. There absolutely was.
Noah, what makes you think Noah's flood happened 6,000 years ago?
When did it happen, bud?
Well, you're the one saying that there's evidence contradicting the fact. So this is
there's
your
no evidence of a worldwide flood in any of the geological
the evidence
records.
you show. Hold on, bro. Let's go down the line of logic. You said there's fossil records that contradict it happening 6,000 years ago. Great.
At any
Great.
point,
That's not
yeah.
the position. Right.
At
So
any
okay.
point,
So
yeah.
so what about 1 million years ago?
Yeah, nothing. Yeah.
Wait, so that's a lack of evidence. Saying there's no evidence in favor of the fact is different from saying there's evidence against.
There's no human fossils that are 1 million years old.
Okay, can you prove that?
Yes. Yeah. You just have to show me.
Prove
It's you can't prove a negative, so you would have to show me your evidence.
Wait, no. Wait. That's an affirmative position. Saying something does not exist is an affirmative position.
No, it is it's not affirmative. Like I'm asking you, can you show me evidence of people living millions of years ago?
That's a different. Yeah, I can. The Bible, but you said
The
that
Bible
they did
is not evidence.
So
That is a
negating the
claim.
proposition.
The Bible is not evidence. It's a
I
claim.
justified the Bible given the prophecies. If it was written by a prophet, it would have prophecies. If it was not, it wouldn't.
And then I am critiquing the Bible, given that there is scientific evidence showing that there is no such thing as a world. There is no world flood given the timeline.
What
of the
evidence? What evidence?
Fossil records.
You just said that it's a lack of evidence, not evidence against the favor of the fact. What's your position, genius?
Okay, there is no evidence showing a worldwide flood, given fossils did not.
Okay.
We don't
You
have
said
change of
science
fossils and
contradicts it.
elevations in the.
You said science contradicts it. That's a different
Correct.
claim.
Yeah.
Saying
So
there's
all of the fossils in
lack of
the
evidence
all of the
fallacy.
fossils in
That's a
the
fallacy.
all of the fossils in the Grand Canyon are in places in which prove there was no flood that made them.
Are you aware that's a non sequitur fallacy?
No, that's not a non sequitur fallacy.
It is a non sequitur because even if it's true that we have no fossils from 1 million years ago, doesn't mean there weren't fossils 1 million years ago.
I'm pretty sure we do have fossils from millions of years ago.
You just said we don't.
We
No,
don't
of
have
humans.
fossils of people.
Right. That's what I.
We have fossils
Just
of everything
because-
else. So if
Okay.
you have if you have a 1 million year old human fossil, I'd love to see it. A lot of people would, but we don't have anything.
How do you
so-
know it didn't happen 3 million years ago?
What? Carbon dating.
How do you know it didn't happen 3 million years ago?
Carbon dating.
You. Okay, you've carbon dated non-existent human fossils.
No, I've carbon dated fossil records that have not moved. There is
carbon dating
no
doesn't go back.
like if there were
Carbon dating doesn't
fossils
go
from
past
millions of
50,000
years
years.
and there was a flood and it came to the top of a mountain
Carbon dating doesn't go past 50,000
and then they
years.
surpassed. They somehow floated above fossils
Carbon
that were
dating
younger
doesn't
than
go
them.
past 50,000
That would make
years.
sense. That would mean there was a flood. There's nothing
Pickles.
like that anywhere. Nothing.
Pickles.
None.
Carbon dating doesn't go back 50,000 years because after 50,000 years, the carbon's fully decayed, genius. They measure carbon dating
they
by measuring
don't.
the decay of the
Oh
carbon.
my God.
They measure the carbon dating by measuring the decay of the carbon.
Yes,
the carbon
by
is fully
half-life.
decayed.
Yes,
right,
they can definitely.
right.
They can
And
definitely.
it's fully
carbon-
decayed
they,
within
can-
60,000
they
years.
can go back.
It's
They
fully
don't
decayed
just.
within
We
60,000
do.
years.
We're not stuck with only carbon dating. There's
That's what
there's
you
other
said.
There's okay. Just say.
Yeah,
just
what,
because I said it
uranium
doesn't mean it's the
dating?
only thing, right?
You're gonna measure the uranium decay. Is that what you're talking about?
There's a few others. There's a few other methods.
Uranium is the one that goes the farthest back. It has the longest shelf life. You don't even know what you're talking about, man. Look, even if that's true,
You
uranium.
literally have to answer for all of the fossil records we've ever found. It contradicts the Bible. Literally everything.
What contradicts the Bible?
Dinosaurs.
How does dinosaurs contradict the Bible?
Does the Bible mention dinosaurs? Where,
That's
where
not
do
a
they fit in?
contradiction.
Yeah, where do the
A
where do
contradiction
the
is a P
dinosaurs
and
fit
not
into
P.
the
Hold on.
in Genesis? Where do they fit in?
Listen, a contradiction is a P and not P, not a P and I don't know what P
Where
is.
do they fit in?
Okay,
You
so,
have
so can
Genesis.
you agree
That's
it's not
P.
a contradiction?
Yeah. Where do dinosaurs fit in?
Before man. Like
Before
what?
man.
Yeah,
So
before man.
so when God made Earth and then he magically made Adam, the dinosaurs were already there?
Yeah, they could have been.
They could have been.
Yes, because you're positing a contradiction, genius. That means they necessarily can't be true simultaneously. So yes, because it could have been, it's not a contradiction, smart guy.
What are you talking about? There was no mention of so God made an Earth
Yeah,
where
that's
there
not
were
a
dead
contradiction.
dinosaurs and fossils
That's
in
not
the
a
Earth already.
contradiction. It not being mentioned isn't a contradiction.
So God made Earth and then he made man. So we have
No.
dinosaurs predating man. There's your contradiction. There you go.
Wait, where does it say God made nothing in between earth and man?
Oh my God.
That's
So
what a contradiction would be, because that's a P and not P.
So you're gonna say there's a magical timeline where on the second day or the third day or whatever the fuck it was.
No, you're making an argument from
Are you
silence.
saying that's a metaphor where his days
You're
were
you're
millions of
making an argument
years?
from silence. The Bible doesn't mention metastasis or homeostasis or a bunch of different biological functions.
I'm not saying
It doesn't
just
mean
simply
Christians.
because it doesn't mention
Okay,
it.
okay.
I'm saying because
So then
there's no
mentioning it
timeline
doesn't.
in which dinosaurs fit in the
Okay.
Bible. Are there?
Then-
Is there no timeline?
Well, that's a claim. Yeah, show me the contradiction between dinosaurs fitting in the timeline.
How old is the Earth in the Bible? 6,000 years old?
That presupposes that people aren't skipped in the genealogies listed and that the ages are literal. In Genesis 18, Abraham's what? I'm answering. I'm answering. It is not 6,000 years or 10,000 years, because a good example is in Luke. Genealogies are skipped when Luke lists the genealogy. It's also common in the Talmud to skip people when listing genealogies. Not only that, Abraham's father Terah is listed to be 350 years old, but Abraham's wife is surprised that Abraham will be able to bear children at 90, meaning that the ages can't be literal, because even Sarah's surprised that he's going to be able to be fertile at 90 years old. So you don't even know what you're talking about. The ages likely aren't
You're
literal.
right. You're right.
People
I
are
have
skipping
to
the
I have to believe I have to suspend reality and have all these superstitious beliefs, and also
You made
turn
a
some
claim
of
and
the
you can't
Bible's
justify it.
literal text into
You made a claim you
metaphors or
can't
something
justify it.
else to
You
make
made a
sense
claim you
of my
can't justify
reality.
it.
You're right.
You said there's a contradiction between the dinosaurs fitting in the biblical timeline. I'm waiting for you to show that.
Yeah. So you're just casting doubt that the literal interpretation of the Bible shouldn't be literally interpreted, and you're just casting doubt, and you have your own interpretation
That
where it's not
presupposes your own
6,000 years old
hermeneutic.
anymore. The Earth
What
is
church father takes that
somehow
hermeneutic?
some magic whatever age works for your arguments in a
Why
given
is your
moment.
hermeneutic more true than mine?
I'm sorry?
Why is your hermeneutic more true than mine, given you're not even a Christian?
This is an internal critique.
Oh, okay. So then why? Okay, if it's an internal critique, you're going to grant. You're talking about my interpretations of the text, genius. What are you talking? Like, oh, you're so dumb. If it's an internal critique, it doesn't matter. Oh, you're going to take it literal. Yeah, it's my worldview. I'm taking it non-literal and taking other parts literal. You're just saying it's an internal critique.
You
So
have,
what's the
you have
incoherency
to
in
you
my
have to
view?
suspend reality very conveniently, like ever so often in your
Demonstrate
little
that. Demonstrate that.
version of reality. Yeah, you have to
Demonstrate
do some
that.
weird shit.
Demonstrate that. What weird
Okay.
shit am I doing?
Yeah, so there was a timeline in which people were magically fertile at the age of 90. Lived to be a few
What
hundred
the
years old. Snakes
What does
talked,
that have to-
donkeys talked.
Yeah. What's the okay? If there's a supernatural principle which can be the source of those things, what's the contradiction?
Yeah, it's just like a catch-all. It's like well, there's no proving something wrong that literally could be any shape or form at any given moment during your argument, right? So
Well,
like,
that's
if I
kind
have
of
a
the
critique
problem
about
with
the
your
Bible
position.
and it contradicts science, you go, well, that
That's a
part's not
problem.
literal.
Wait, hold on. That's the problem with your position, because God is something you don't have epistemic access to, yet you're saying epistemically you can contradict it. It doesn't make sense.
It absolutely does. Like
I just
you
okay.
have
Respond. I gave you an argument. Respond to the argument I gave. I said you don't have epistemic access to him, and you're using epistemics to falsify him. How?
okay. I get it. I get it. He's everything and nothing, right?
No,
Like,
that's not what.
I
Okay,
I
look,
get it.
look.
I get it.
You epistemic access means you don't have access to knowledge of God. He's not something you can see. He's not something you can
Yeah, I know, it's
observe.
very
You can only
convenient.
observe. Hold on, hold on. You can only observe God indirectly. Given that in your worldview there's no effect of God to observe, how does there not being an effect of God contradict the fact that a God
I don't know.
exists? The point is, it doesn't.
I don't know. It's very convenient that you can't interact with God directly. I guess it's very convenient. That's very nice. I don't know. I live in a world where I don't have to believe anything supernatural or superstitious. I literally just like look at science, like, oh, look, we can repeat these things with science, and that's what I believe. I don't.
Yeah,
I
but
don't
science
have any
proves the
weird fairy
supernatural.
tales that I follow.
Science proves the supernatural.
I'm sorry.
Science proves the supernatural, my good sir.
I guess that's a contradiction, isn't it? Can you tell me how that makes sense?
No, it's not, because the fact that natural observation, limiting your epistemology to observation of the natural world, contradicts things that occur in the natural world. Because, for example, UFOs are obviously in their nature supernatural, and we observe the effects of them scientifically. So we know, according to science, there exist supernatural principles in virtue of observing their effects.
Yeah, that was a big word
Hey.
salad. It just UFOs are
Okay,
not going to save you.
UFOs are supernatural We see them, therefore we see
No,
supernatural things.
they're anomalies that we can't explain. So if we actually had a like flying saucer that suspended like the laws of gravity, then you would have something there. But we don't have that.
Yeah, we do. Bob Lazar said we do.
Can we define supernatural really quickly, if that's okay?
Well, supernatural would be anything that contradicts basically the laws of physics and things like that. And I'm pretty sure denying gravity contradicts the laws of physics, young lady. So
Denying physics and denying gravity. So like, gravity is a theory and a law. But so would you say any like biological things that we speak on as well would be part of like natural?
the principle by which they came to be is supernatural, but they themselves are natural.
I'm very confused by this. Supernatural would be the opposite of natural.
Good job.
Yeah, so can you re-explain your point since it is word salad?
Okay. You can have something which is not another thing, like supernatural is not natural, but supernatural can produce natural.
How can supernatural produce natural?
Because the potential for the natural exists in the supernatural.
Could you give me an example of something that was produced from supernatural?
Creation,
Creation, fantastic. What is your evidence?
the Bible.
The Bible, but the Bible's only a couple thousand years old. What about humans that existed previous with the Bible?
Yeah, but the Bible tells us where they came from. That's what I'm saying.
Except it doesn't. Last time I read the Bible, it didn't talk about the fact that our ancestors come from the Botswana region in Africa about 300,000 years ago.
Oh, okay. Just because it doesn't mention all facts doesn't mean it doesn't mention some facts. That's actually a composition fallacy. But it's true that the Bible tells us man came from the dirt, came from God, and God breathed the soul into Adam. So I don't even know what your argument is here.
Oh, wait. What's the place for a soul?
I just told you the Bible.
Yeah, but like if I'm doing scientific like study on a soul, how am I going to prove it?
I didn't say you can prove a soul scientifically. I said you can prove UFOs scientifically, and you asked what's your evidence for these
An
specific
unidentified flying
supernatural
object? Yeah,
things.
we can
You asked
prove
what are you, what's
unidentified
you,
flying objects all the time.
ma'am. You asked what's your specific evidence for these specific supernatural things. I said the Bible. Can you address why the Bible is not sufficient?
The
'Cause I
Bible
gave
is
an argument for
fallible. The Bible is fallible because it was written by man.
What's the contradiction in an infallible thing being written by man?
Because man man can sin, correct?
Man can sin, but God cannot, and it was also simultaneously written by
When does
God.
God write the Bible?
Yes,
No, when does he write the Bible?
all of it. He wrote all of it.
Really, that's fascinating. So you're telling me that all of the authors of the Bible did not actually write it and it was actually God?
No, that's an equivocation. It was both.
It was both. So how did God, who is not a being to which existed, like he's three. So he's either a spirit, he's a human, or he's the Father. So at what point did he write the Bible? Because he unlike the human
God
before he
can
sinned.
guide people and preserve words and guide, like he can inspire and give revelation.
Oh, so
What are you
he
talking about?
violated people's free will by
How's that a
taking
viola-
over their
how's that a
bodies
violation
and
of
then
free will?
wait, no, because that would be forcing himself onto other individuals in
No,
order
the
to have
prophets
his
asked
word
him
written.
to.
So okay, so how did
You
God,
want me
who
to
is
show you
not
the prophets asking him to?
wait, hold on. I'm asking a question. Can you
So it's
demonstrate?
consent. They said
Did Mary
do
consent?
it with me what you want. Yes,
Wait,
she said take me, Lord. What are you talking about?
Mary was a
Can a
child.
14-year-old consent?
Prove she was 14.
Yeah, that's a child.
I said prove
a
she was
child
14.
prove she was 14? Are you just gonna
Well, we know
believe
by
whatever you want to believe at this point?
Wait, we know by historical evidence. This is actually pretty easy to
What
follow. We
historical
know how
evidence?
old people were when they married at the time.
Really? You know how old everyone was when they got married at the time?
We know we know what the age was because of the life expectancy.
The okay, so this is holy shit, you're dumb. The life expectancy wasn't actually as low as people think. The only reason it's so much lower or seems so much lower is because people would die when they were babies, okay? But when they would live past infancy, they would usually live to 60, 70 years old.
And your evidence for this is?
dude, Google it. Okay, I'm
No,
not
I'm
gonna sit here and
asking.
teach you
Google
anthropology.
is a search engine. It is not a source.
Yeah, and it'll bring you. So okay, if here, give me big screen, my boy, and I'm gonna educate this girl because she want to come up here with this bullshit. All right, so I'm gonna pull it up.
The
real
life
quick.
expectancy was 22 to 33 years old in 0 AD.
Yeah, by averaging out infants dying, you really think they were dying on average at 20
Wait,
years
why were
old?
infants
Are you
passing away so
serious?
easily if life expectancy was longer? We
Yeah,
talk about the fact
because their immune systems weren't developed. They couldn't handle infections and low nutrition
So
intake,
same thing
poor
with
hygiene.
it's
same thing
literally
with
the same thing as
children and
now.
adults. If you live to be an adult, you did
Yeah,
live
but
to
now
be
children
you
are
did
children are
live to your
protected
50s or
from that.
60s, but I mean, just given the
Yeah,
average
exactly.
age.
So the point, so because Mary lived past infancy, it's likely that she wouldn't have a short life
So
expectancy. That's not
38% of people survive to be age 60. That's not very many. It's very low.
right. Counting how many babies died, genius.
Yeah. 25% die by the age of
Okay,
5. The rest of the people that's not
that's a lot.
that's
That's a
pretty
lot. What
bad.
are you
Not
talking?
that's a quarter of the
Hold
population.
Pretty
on,
bad.
average it out. Average it out.
Hey,
So
dude, all
so
I have to
not
do
counting the infants. So not counting the infants. Not counting the infants.
By
dude,
the way, that is
That's
I'm
on
telling
always
AI
calculated
overview,
into.
bro.
Yeah, do you not understand
people
that that's
did this
been
math,
You were
right?
talking about
calculated?
Google. You're on
people
AI overview, my
did this
boy.
math and they figured Mary's life, her age to be 12, 14.
Do you
Well,
not
it's
see that
the
Sandberg
argument.
stamps that
The
he has to
argument
the
to
right?
begin with is a non sequitur, but you need to show the average of people who would actually live past infancy, what age they would usually
Wait, then
live.
we would also have to take this into consideration when we calculate life expectancies now. Would you want us to eliminate infants from those statistics?
So it says
The point
14 to
is
16.
the point is the reason the average age or life expectancy was so low, not because people would just not live until a certain age. It's because they would die at infants, but when they would go past the stage of infancy, they would live relatively longer.
They had a 38% chance of living to 60, which is what Pickles just referenced.
That's
That's
all
not
that
that's not
yeah,
very good.
and the rest. Okay, hold on.
You can't just discount people
Let me
dying
pull
as
it up. Let me
children.
pull it up.
You're like, yeah, you just die as kid.
Average
That doesn't
life
count.
expectancy.
That does count. That absolutely counts,
It's
man.
actually
If you die as a
it's actually
fucking kid, that
important.
counts.
Yeah, it's important because it's why families had so many children because they expected
If you're
over
dead,
half
you're
of them
dead.
to not make it.
It's hold on. Watch this. Hey, give me big screen, my boy, because you brought up AI overview. You're about to get cut up
He actually
like
showed
salami.
Cambridge, but I guess you weren't paying attention. It's fine.
Hold on, young lady. You know, oh shit, where my
God,
camera's
it's nice to be called young.
I know you're not young. I'm just trolling you.
How old do you think I am, sweetie?
Too old to be on TikTok, okay? For individuals who survived infancy in ancient times,
Mhm.
life expectancy was typically between 40 and 50 years old.
And
Boom,
what
boom,
percentage? Well, no, what's the percentage of people that live to 40 and 50?
It's saying the question is what's typical, buddy. So it's
Yeah, I asked the
typical.
percentage. Is
All
this
right,
difficult?
bro. Let's see, bro. Let's see. Here, I'm not gonna keep my camera while I read it, so I'll look through
Oh,
the.
okay. I guess we're not going to get to see the source after all. I'm disappointed.
You want me to hold my phone up, bro? Are you
Oh,
serious?
no, it's fine.
Okay, so like you obviously didn't want to do the reading, so I gotta educate you in your old
Dude,
age.
you literally just read a more broader. You read more broader information than we did. We gave you more specific information. What do you think you're doing here, dude?
Hey, you needed this girl to come up here and save you, and now she's about
Actually,
to get.
that's not what happened. A mod let
That
me
is
up,
what
and
happened. That is what happened.
No, a mod let me up. Pickles did not
Okay.
bring me up here. A mod let me up.
Law of causation. Pickles made the mod. The mod invited you. The mod couldn't have
All right,
invited
Barry,
you unless
let's
Pickles
get on
made
with
him a
it,
mod.
dude. Come on.
So, well, hold on.
Barry,
You said
it sounds
you
like
want the
you haven't
percentage.
touched a woman in ever.
That's a
Why
good
would
thing.
anybody want to engage with
All
someone
right,
who's
Barry.
this?
Barry,
pathetic?
someone
Why
paid
would
to have
anybody
you.
want to touch you?
Barry,
My husband's asleep next to me. If you want to ask him.
Barry, someone, Christina Dolphin, thank you for the pay to kick.
I'm sorry. I saw Barry get eaten up earlier today on a live, and I would just he has a disdain for women and femme people. So sorry. I will drop back down.
Much love, Artemis.
Love you,
I'm sorry you had to go
love
through
you,
that.
No, I'm fine. Oh my god, I'm fine. Love you, Pickles.
Love
Bye.
you. Yellow.
Oh shit. No, that was an accident.
Oh, you're
So
good. Okay, I got you. W Artemis. I am still up. I don't know why, but I am still up. Hello? Hello? Hello?
Oh, hey, sorry, I'm a friendly. Sorry, I didn't mean to request.
Oh, you're good. I got you.
Sorry.
It's okay. Oh, gosh. Liam, are you still in here, dude? Goddamn, Liam. Fucking Liam. Liam, I want to meet you at a fucking Applebee's and arm wrestle you. I'll meet you at a fucking Chili's. Meet you at a fucking Chili's and play you in a game of... I don't know. Thumb wrestling. Liam doesn't deserve Chili's. You're probably right. A staring contest? I would destroy Liam in a staring contest. I take so many antidepressants, I could stare through a fucking mirror. Monopoly. There is somebody local that's a Republican that wants to hang out and get coffee. I'm pretty nervous about that though. If y'all see someone wearing my face, y'all know who it was. Gotta clock in. Emily, catch you later. If you want $40, bring up Liam Easy. I can't do that to y'all, chat. I can't use y'all like that. You might actually get a woman with my face on. Damn, Liam. No MAGA? I don't know. I don't know what's going on, y'all. His name is Male. Might be.
Sick boy! Sick boy! Sick boy! Sick boy!
Fetus. Fedi. It's 2 a.m. What are you doing? I don't know what he was saying. I don't know what he's saying. Dude, I wish I was alive. Like, what? I wish I was like, 14, 15, summer break when TikTok was around. I would totally be doing this. I'd totally be doing this. Sig boy? Yeah. I don't know. Do you wish you had the popularity I have on TikTok, Pickles? Liam, I so do. I'm Jelly Belly. You're totally right, Liam. I played pranks on the phone too, but I was horrible. Like, I would be canceled all the way off the internet if you guys knew what I did as a child. Go the F to bed, you need your beauty sleep. I just woke up, guys. I'm a vampire. Yeah, do tell? Absolutely not. Absolutely not. Unforgivable things. I was a horrible kid. Horrible kid. I was an actual, like, what do they call them? Like, worse than a heathen. Before I was 20, I was in jail 15 times. I was a delinquent. There you go. A hellion. A menace. Yeah, I was the Joker. I was a bad kid. So I was the friend that we weren't supposed to hang out with? Kinda. I was hanging out with all the kids that you weren't supposed to hang out. I was that kid. I wasn't exactly like the bad influence. I need to tell us in chat one, yeah. Come on, Pickles, it's been a long time. Don't be scared. Liam. Dude, my mom did not care. My mom was buying me cartons of cigarettes. Let me throw parties. Been in jail a number of times, got a PhD too. Dang, dude. Yeah, same Mook, man. Oh. I forgot I had this up. Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Hello?
Hello, is this a Trump supporter?
Are we live?
We are live.
Nigger, 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 nigger.
So you are a Trump supporter?
Oh, no, I voted Biden.
You get it, guys? It's funny because you said the N-word. What are we going to do with these people? Pix is white as fuck. Dude, chill. Can we pay to mute Liam for the live? Sure. Watch my videos about Liam. Holy shit, Haley. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Liam, we just got to pay to mute. Liam's been muted, chat. Jennifer and Jason, W for the mute. Liam, we love you. Okay, bye. Bye, Liam. Okay, bye. Although I feel like I just talked to you on the phone. Hope you enjoyed your swirly. Liam, do better. Imagine, imagine, like, more people knowing who you are that don't like you than do. Imagine being that person on TikTok. Hello?
Hi.
Hi,
This
are
is
you a Trump
David.
Hi, are you a Trump
I
supporter?
just wanted to say,
Yep. Mm-hmm. We all know they're just itching. They're dying for it. When they casted that vote for Trump, they're gonna like, we are this close to being able to say the N-word. That's what they were thinking. I am on Twitch. I am on Twitch. He was primed. He was primed, dude. The flip phone hang up. Damn, I wish I had something like that. If I could do like a virtual call with a flip phone and the fucking hang up. Ooh, that would feel good. Tell him smooches from Jason and Jennifer. Sorry, I didn't read that part. What time is it? It's 2 a.m. over here. Dude, it's the same guy. Dude, I can see your phone number, bro. Twitch is just a black screen? The hell? Give us his number? I can't do that. I can't do that. This call's being recorded. Guys, these calls literally are being recorded. I can't wait for some AI to come out that does voice recognition. So I can be like, is this you? Is this you? Dog, I'm gonna just turn the phone off. It's the same guy. Bro, he's just like this. He's like, oh, I gotta say it. I gotta say it. Liam's cover band does a lot of country. Do you do George Strait, Liam? I'd watch your band if you played some George Strait or some Brooks and Dunn. Yeah, he's muted. Liam has a cover band? Yeah, dude. It reminds me of Lee. Have you guys seen have y'all seen Sling Blade? Oh my god, whoa. Have you, I gotta find it. This is. That's Liam. We ain't got no goddamn band. I love Dwight Yoakam though. Do you guys know Dwight Yoakam? That the guy that plays that guy? He's an actual country singer. He's a fucking legend. He's so good. Let's watch that tonight. I'm totally down to watch that tonight. Yeah, let's watch Sling Blade tonight. I'm so down. Dwight Yoakam died? No, he didn't. No. No. I did not know that. I love Dwight Yoakam. Artemis, come watch Sling Blade with us. No, Dwight Yoakam did not pass away. He doesn't have fucking... He's not dead. Chat, I fucking love you. I mean, I hate you. I love your guts. Whatever, however you say it. He's not fucking dead. Why is there so many farewell to a music legend? Why is there so many things saying he's dead? He's not even dead. He's 68. Guys, I just went through the like 5 stages of grief. He faked his death. Jesus Christ. John Router, who was in Sling Blade, died. Oh, okay. Nobody died. I mean, a few people died this week, but not Dwight Yoakam. Dwight was resurrected. Hallelujah. Guys. I just have to look at the viewer list real quick. Okay, we're good. Guys, my mom thinks the rapture's happening in September. Jesus is coming back in September. Get ready. Yeah. Yep. I don't know. Pack your bags, though. Free clothes. Oh, no. 2012. I actually went to the Chichen Itza ruins. I went to the Mayan ruins in 2012. The year their calendar ended. Nothing happened though. Yeah. Yeah. Earth is flat. Jesus is coming back. Guys, someone save me. Someone please save me. We might have the same mom. I've always wanted a sister. Not gonna pay my credit cards, guys. I'm not falling for it. I'm not falling for it. My mom flicked off a person wearing a 2A shirt today. Keep paying your bills. Yeah, I know. Yeah. My credit just jumped up 14 points today, guys. Just gotta brag. Just a little humble brag. My credit jumped. I could finance something. I don't know who in the right mind would let me borrow money, considering my job is TikTok, but I've got some. I could finance a scooter. Yeah, I could finance a whole scooter. Keep your panties on. Hello?
Hi, how are you?
Doing good. Are you a Trump supporter?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What do you like about Trump?
I would just say his socially and economically conservative policies. Yes, I'm a conservative. Yeah, so he's going to be more conservative or like favorable towards those policies than like Kamala Harris. So
I don't know what conservative means about fiscal policy, besides the fact that he just gives a bunch of tax breaks, but he's definitely not like fiscally conservative. I would say the problem with like conservatives is that they always spend so much money and they don't do anything to reel the budget back in. They just do a bunch of deficit spending. So I feel like it's weird. Also, there's just no like historical data that shows that Republicans do good with the economy. So for somebody to say they're fiscally or economically conservative, it just kind of boggles my mind. It just tells me maybe they haven't looked into history.
yeah, so as regards to spending, I mean, all the president, even like Republican, at least like the current era presidents, I mean, Obama, Biden, all those guys were big spenders. So I mean, like, I don't know what you're talking about.
Not even
deficit. All of them added a bunch of the
close.
deficits. I think that applies to both Republican and Democrats, honestly.
Here, I'll show you why that's not true.
At least to
Here's
my
a chart.
knowledge. I thought Biden and them were big spenders.
Not even close. No, Trump was by far more. So Bush came in, spent a bunch of fucking money and fucked up the deficit. Clinton balanced it, even had a surplus. Bush came in, the economy crashed. Obama had to bail out all the banks and shit, but we still reduced the deficit. Trump came in, he couldn't help himself. He just fucking exploded that shit. Half of it was COVID, but half is more than anybody.
Yeah, I'd say, but I mean, you see Biden's up there too.
Yeah,
And then
Biden. So this is the deficit. Biden reduced it on his way in. That's just the first year.
I mean, that's 1 year when businesses were starting to open back up.
He reduced it. He signed into law a thing that brought in money.
What is the policy you're specifically referring to?
Inflation Reduction Act, increasing.
Did that lower inflation?
I mean, technically, not really. Yes, kind of, but it did a lot of great things. So just because the name was Inflation Reduction Act doesn't mean anything.
What is about his American Rescue Plan, which put inflation up to 9% when businesses were trying to open back up in March 2021?
If you think that was solely responsible for 3 years of inflation, all the way up to 9%, you're insane. It's not true. It
sure helped. It sure boosted it.
Not really. No, I mean, a little
I'm
bit.
not saying it's the only cause, but it was a big cause.
I think economists say it was responsible for about 2. They say it was
really
responsible for about like 2%, but it helped us rebound. We had by far the best rebound from COVID than any country on earth. So Biden had the magic sauce. I totally love what Biden did.
Businesses were already starting to open back up, and he sent a bunch of stimulus packages, and then that just increased inflation.
Yeah, I don't see how that increases inflation. So
Because he's putting more money into the economy.
Yeah. So when the bottom half of the economy had no money and you couldn't work, you couldn't go to work, didn't have money to pay your bills, the stimulus package created demand. So if you owned a Subway, people magically showed up at your Subway and started buying more sandwiches because they had that money. That's how it stimulated the economy. That's what we needed. It was the absolute right thing to do. It got people back on the streets, people back to work, police officers back out on the streets, people back in schools. It even funded a bunch of infrastructure projects. Even here, the Inflation Reduction Act funded some shit where you heard famously those people died in that flood. People notoriously turned down the funding and let people die because it was Biden funding. But it did a bunch of stuff. It did a bunch of great stuff. It was only $1 trillion. If you think $1 trillion worth of spending creates 9% inflation, you're a silly goose. If you think people having $1,200 for 1 month created 3 years of inflation, you're a silly goose.
Okay, so I didn't say that it directly caused the 9%. I said it was a big factor. You made the claim that it stimulated demand.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, but that also raised gas prices. It raised every single price at the grocery store.
It did not raise gas
everything
prices.
more expensive because more money was in the economy. So if you're going to say that it helped the lower and the middle class, I'm not sure if that's what you believe, but that would make higher prices in turn for gas and also grocery prices.
It did not raise gas prices. So what
absolutely did.
What raised gas prices at that time period was actually Trump. So Trump, on his way out of the office during COVID, people were not driving. Remember, there was no demand for gas during like 2020 lockdown. You remember this?
But yeah.
Yeah. So we were still drilling like 11 million barrels per day. Nobody was driving, and magically the price for a barrel of oil was negative $37 per barrel. And oil barons were calling Trump and saying, "Daddy Trump, please help me. I'm going to have to go bankrupt if you guys don't help me because I need a barrel of oil to be like $63, not negative 37. And Trump said, "Okay, I'm going to call my friends in Saudi Arabia. I'm going to tell them to stop drilling so much goddamn oil. And I'm going to make them commit to that for 2 years." 2 years that led into the Biden presidency. And for those 2 years, the price of oil skyrocketed. You see right here, these are the 2 years that it skyrocketed. You see that date, boom. This is the date that he signed it. This is called the OPEC 2020 deal. Trump did this, raised gas prices, and then went around campaigning for 4 years, pointing at Biden, saying that Biden raised gas prices. And Trump is exactly the kind of person to do that, and you know it.
2021.
2020, 2021, 2022.
That's Biden's presidency.
Mm-hmm. And Trump signed a 2-year deal with the Saudi Arabians to stop drilling oil leading into his presidency.
And that caused gas to be like 4 cents per gallon at the gas station.
Yes.
That was Trump, not Biden, not inflation. Inflation had no like.
Can you tell me a thing that Biden did that made gas prices go up?
Inflation.
No.
And stimulus packages that put more money in the economy.
How did a stimulus package make gas prices go up?
Because he's putting more money into the economy, which raises the prices of everything.
No, you're not getting it. So Biden giving $1,200 effectively doesn't necessarily change the amount of money in the in circulation, right? So like money starts to go through inflation when you print money, but the money was already printed. Trump printed $5 trillion. Biden only printed $1.5 trillion. So if you're simple-mindedly like just thinking, oh, people got money and that's what caused inflation, that's not exactly the truth.
If you put more money into the economy,
if you don't understand that concept, then sure.
That's basic
putting money into the
macroeconomics.
economy. If you're talking about printing money, printing M2, Trump's your guy. He printed $5 trillion. Biden printed 1.5. What about Trump's 2 stimulus packages? What about that?
His stimulus packages were in COVID when unemployment was at an all-time high and inflation was an all-time low. So therefore, sending more money into the economy evened that out. When Biden sent his stimulus package, the American Rescue Plan, it was mistimed in March of 2021 when businesses were already starting to re-back open. So that increased inflation.
So not exactly. Like I said, people were losing their jobs, people were losing their homes, and that money, it actually spurred the economy. So Biden was actually in charge during the 2008 housing market crash, during that recession, and during that time when they put out stimulus, and they actually got numbers back when they put that out, and Biden saw that there was missed opportunity. If they would have sent out even more stimulus, we would have had an even better rebound, and he learned that the first time he was vice president, and I totally respect his move there. So we obviously, every metric shows we had the best rebound from inflation and from COVID. We had the lowest inflation. We had 2.2 at one point in time, while the rest of the world still had fucking, look at this. They still had 15 to 20% inflation. All these orange and light orange, 15 to 20%, 25 plus. And for you to think that the American Rescue Plan was what went wrong, it's a horrible miscalculation. It's literally the best thing that could have happened.
So what do you think that it did that was good?
Like I said, it spurred the economy and put money in people's hands so they can go eat, they could pay their bills, they created demand.
Yeah, they made those bills higher, didn't it?
How would it make it higher? The economy would have seen a great long recession if we didn't do any of the stimulus, right? So like this is always a calculated risk. When we print money or when we send money out and stimulate the economy, it creates a calculated amount of inflation in the exchange of avoiding long-term recessions. That's what that does. Right? So we did that. And then we got down to 2% inflation. So that's great. Good job, Biden.
When was that?
2024, second quarter.
Okay, so that was towards the end of his term. I'm more referring to...
It takes a while for it to change inflation. Yeah.
You're right, yeah. But, I mean, it can skyrocket when oddities like COVID happen, but... I mean, that's why Trump had the lowest inflation, about the highest unemployment.
Inflation lags, dude. Just because Trump didn't get all that inflation because he was only the brunt, like the front of COVID, doesn't mean anything. It doesn't mean anything. He's literally constantly yelling at the Fed. He's doing it right now. He's trying to tell them to change their interest rates, which could fucking cause insane inflation. He's fucking insane.
Could.
Yeah, we have checks and balances for a fucking reason.
Yeah,
when the president pressures the Fed to do things to change the economy, that's insane.
Again, I don't agree with everything Trump does, but I'm saying on the alternative economic side, he'd be a much better.
If you want to shame somebody for creating inflation, look what your president is carelessly doing right now, creating insane tariffs that everybody is speculating will cause inflation. Inflation's red hot right now. We just got the numbers. Trump fired the fucking chair of the BLS because he doesn't like the fucking the economic numbers she released. But we just saw a jump in 0.2% in inflation. And that's why the Fed is not going to turn down the interest rates.
Yeah, it's marginal.
It's going up. It's going up.
But it's marginally. I mean, you have to put tariffs on. The Biden administration had tariffs too.
Dude, we had targeted tariffs that had a reason. They had a purpose.
Okay, but what did Trump do wrong with his tariffs? What is his proposal?
They're fucking blanket tariffs. Do you think that anybody's going to pop up tomorrow in the United States and make plastic trinkets like this cheaper than China, even with tariffs?
Yes. No, actually, well, no. China has more production. They have more people. So, yes, they're going to be cheaper.
Yeah, so tariffing this is pointless, right? It's just collecting taxes?
Yes, but also we have no American production if that's the case.
Yeah, so it's just loose, sloppy tariffs on everything. We have no plan. We're not supplementing or we're not doing anything on the subsidizing side to target growth on any of these things besides Biden and the Chips and Science Act. We're doing nothing to incentivize manufacturing to grow here in the United States. In fact, the jobs numbers show that we've lost more jobs than he's created, and the proof's in the pudding. That's why he fired her, because it's obvious. The last time he did tariffs, we saw for every 1,000 jobs that were created, we lost 75,000 jobs. We lost 147,000 jobs with his last term tariffs.
I just don't see like why you're dissing Trump for this, because Biden's administration and Obama's administration both had tariffs too.
Dude, can you not like have any nuance here? Like blanket tariffs, targeted tariffs, blanket tariffs, targeted tariffs?
You have to do that if you're going to keep American production.
I just explained to you how this is not doing anything for American production. It's just a tax on us.
It's, again, if we can't put tariffs on other countries for products, yes, that's going to marginally increase the prices. You're right. That is going to marginally increase inflation. I'm going to agree with you on that. However, if you do that, then we're taking away American production with those specific products.
We're not competing with them on these things. All of these things, for out of all of the things that we're tariffing China, we probably compete with them on like 2% or some shit. Like literally, like cars, chicken, a few other things, but we don't make cheap plastic goods where there's no way. No one has any interest in producing these things either, or trying to compete with China. We'll never beat them in those things. Maybe in specialty goods, maybe in critical goods, but that's why blanket tariffs are fucking dumb, and it's just a tax on us. And you guys are falling for it. You're cheering it on, even though you're not thinking this all the way through. It's just a tax. He's like, Trump lowered my taxes, but he also raised them over here with tariffs, bro.
He raised them on tariffs to keep American production.
I just explained to you how that's not the truth for like 99% of the things he tariffed.
Not necessarily. I mean, he's trying to threaten a trade war. He's trying to keep American production. I don't know.
I just told you how American production. We are losing more jobs than we're gaining. Nobody has interest in competing with China with all these things. That's why blanket tariffs are bad.
Well, again, Trump. I mean, the Biden administration had tariffs too.
Okay, on things we're actually competing with them. Yeah, steel, lumber.
Like what things? Steel. Okay, steel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
we have steel factories, bro.
I mean, yeah, correct. But Trump, you have to keep American. It's.
I don't believe that's that. We're not producing these.
Isn't it? I don't believe that's right for a blanket tariff. You're telling me that we, against other countries, they don't produce that stuff. We don't produce the same things that they do.
We're not competing with them on a lot of this stuff.
Even like cars, like Tesla and all these other things.
We already have tariffs on their cars, bro.
Yeah, and Trump wants to increase those tariffs for marginal inflation
so
we can keep American production.
No, the tariffs are so high on their EVs, we have no interest in buying it. It makes no sense. He's not. I mean, increasing them won't do anything.
But again, it's marginal inflation. I don't get why in the world you're trying to like say that that's a detriment to the
economy. I am telling you, targeted tariffs are okay, and not even okay. I don't even like them that much. But blanket tariffs are dumb because you keep saying because it protects us manufacturing stuff that we don't manufacture. We don't make even pharmaceuticals, all sorts of stuff. We have no chance. We have no shot. Who's going to do that? And especially who's going to build a house of cards? Who's going to spend billions of dollars to build a manufacturing facility for something that will be completely irrelevant when the tariff goes away? Because it's an executive order, by the way, that's changed a million times since April.
I mean, fair. Again, I might not know this, but has Trump even done anything to enact that blanket tariff? It's just a question. I don't really know.
They went into effect today.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't even know that at all. But yeah, I mean, for me, you look at it, it's marginal inflation at the most. And compared to what Biden or Kamala Harris did, if we're looking at the alternative, I mean, if we're talking about inflation, Trump's obviously going to be.
Okay, this is a thing that's going to make inflation stay for good. It's going to keep going up. What Biden did was temporary inflation for like extreme soft landing from a horrible recession.
He overstimulated the economy so that at the time the inflation was absolutely skyrocketing.
Dude, we were cush. We did better we had the best economy than anybody on earth. Every country on earth, they didn't do as good as us.
Yeah, but we didn't need to overstimulate the economy when businesses were opening up.
And what did the overstimulating do? Because it definitely didn't cause more inflation than every other country had. What did it do?
It clearly overstimulated inflation. What do you mean?
No,
obviously,
you're just attributing COVID's inflation to that. Every country on earth had inflation.
Trump sent stimulus packages too?
Yeah,
but he did it at a good time when unemployment was at a record high and inflation was at a record low.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. It
does because that's simple macroeconomics.
No, it's not. It's very nuanced.
Rad Storm Crow super chatted $5. Steel tariffed 50%.
And again,
Japanese cars tariffed 15%. Makes no sense. Because we need steel to more than we can produce. We don't make coffee, cocoa, etc.
Thank you. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, we don't make coffee. We don't make. In fact, all the stuff that you think is made in America probably is made with Chinese parts that will be tariffed. GM just recorded. Was it GM or was it Ford? They just reported they have zero. They wiped out all of their profits last quarter from Trump's tariffs. They just announced that yesterday. Like these tariffs are just going to destroy us, dude.
Okay, well, we'll see what happens, I guess.
GM and Ford, yeah, both. Oof.
Okay.
I'm about to buy a car too. I can't wait to pay an extra fucking 30% on some fucking car. It's gonna be great.
Well, you can buy American cars then.
Ford and GM are American cars, dude.
Then why would it be a tariff if China is gonna make it?
Dog. Do you think that American-made cars don't have parts from Germany, Canada, Mexico?
They do, yeah. But you're talking about the parts of the car itself.
Yeah, so that's why car prices would go up.
Correct. But it's marginal.
It's not marginal if they literally went net zero on their profits this quarter.
I mean, who's to say that they had good profits before then? Again, I don't really know. This is really like a really broad scope, but at the end of the day, it's marginal. Inflation at the best.
Dog, we're about to see everybody's holding the line. Everybody is not letting their prices go up. They're all holding the line, and they're saying, we are not going to be the first people to raise our prices. They're waiting for their competitors to. It will break. That bubble will pop. We're going to see inflation skyrocket. It's red hot. The Federal Reserve said it themselves. Inflation's red hot. It's going up.
Okay, well, I guess we'll see then.
Yeah, so I don't know. I think this is obviously way more damning. Like the intention of the bailout was to soothe a recession, to like spur the economy, and it was temporary. Like, this is staying here. It's only going to get worse. It's only going to go up. Inflation's only going to go up.
Okay. I mean, it's, again, I said my argument was not that Trump's policies are perfect. My argument is that Trump's policies were probably going to be much better than what Kamala Harris or the alternative was on the Democratic side.
I don't know. I think it's a while. I mean, Trump on his way in, he's like, we're going to take over Greenland. We're going to take over Panama. We're going to tariff everybody. I'm going to tariff Canada because they're letting all sorts of F drug into the country. And then we find out it's only 1% that comes from Canada. So Trump was lying about that. And then he says, we're doing all these reciprocal tariffs based on trade deficits. And then we find out that all of those trade deficit numbers were from ChatGPT that he brought up, and that was not even real. I just have no real confidence in Trump when it comes to this stuff. The other day, he repeated it again. He thinks that tariffs are a tax on a foreign country. I have absolutely no trust that he knows what he's talking about.
Okay. I mean, that's your belief.
And it's not a very far-fetched one, bro.
Okay. I mean, it's not just and like an economic standpoint, it's also, or tariff standpoint, it's also taxes. It's also, for me, also social conservative policies. I don't know if you debate social conservative policies at all. Like, it's pro-life legislation. It's, I'll go back to economics. I'll say cutting our taxes. I'll say
cutting our taxes, creating our deficit, being insane. I mean, it's just so crazy. That's all they have to offer y'all. Cutting taxes, scare y'all about the border, guns, abortion, just social wedge issues that, like,
so what about
they keep you trapped. Kamala was going to, I mean, business as usual would have been a fucking dream with Joe Biden's economy. You all saw how well it was doing when Trump came in. He immediately fucked up the stock market, immediately fucked up the jobs market.
Really? It made immediately fucked up?
Yes. You not paying attention?
Define fucking up the stock market.
It's literally still not even caught up. It caught up like 2 days ago and it went back down.
I can help with that. Hold on just a second here. I've been keeping some data here, William. I'm going to show you something here real quick.
Is this infectious? Just to ask you, are you you're a Democrat, right? You're with Pickles?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Just wanted to clarify.
I'm not necessarily. I'm an independent.
Oh, okay.
I'm an independent.
Okay, but you're with
a
them,
registered Republican until 2014.
I can't even see that. My bad. But yeah, just tell me what it says.
Hey, Pickles, you want to pop me on the big one?
Pro Super chatted $5. Tariffs failed in Trump's first term, where tons of food spoiled and farmers needed to be bailed out. Why tariff Canada/Mexico when we had none via USMCA?
No.
Okay.
Hey, William, this is the U.S. dollar index from Market Watch. This is the beginning of the year, and this is where we're at now. Do you think this is healthy for our economy?
That's what the dollar's worth.
A sharp decline in the value of the U.S. dollar?
And that's over like his presidency.
This is January right here. This is year to date. This is January 1st. This is where Biden is at the beginning of the year. And this is where we're at now. His fiscal policy is absolutely harming our economy. No questions asked. When you look at the drops in the stock market, which happened right here here, and over here. It has reflected in the value of the US dollar every time. And guess what these also correspond with? His announcements of tariffs. This is what it's doing to our economy. That's unarguable.
Okay.
You want to talk about what he's doing to the economy? That's what he's doing. He's
I feel like
devaluing
everyone
the US dollar.
forgets that we need to play nice. We need to play nice to be able to like have a good presence in the world economy. You can't be a dick like Trump is to everybody and win and come out on top. Countries are starting to band together and.
Hey Pickles, you remember Mercedes, right?
I don't know.
Mercedes, she's always wearing fatigues. Does a lot of political talk videos.
I don't
Not
think
a
so.
huge fan of hers, but she pointed something out that was really interesting. I decided to check out myself. She went to her local Walmart, and you know how they've got the little tags, and the tags have that little perforated bottom on the bottom of it?
Oh
where the
yeah, I
price
saw
is?
a video about this. Yeah. They're tearing those off
Yeah.
and the raise the.
I decided to go into my local Walmart. Yeah. Average clothing and child clothing costs have gone up 10 to 40, or about 10 to 40%.
Wow.
Book bags, shoes, clothes. Yeah, I saw her video about it, and I was like, oh God, I hope not yet. We're in the Midwest. We usually see this shit last. Sure enough, our Walmart's doing it too.
If the
Found
economy's
a
so
tag
bad, why
for,
won't Powell lower rates?
Some shirts that were like $10.99.
That is,
I saw some
can't
shirt tags
believe.
that were like $10.99 and they were marked up to $12.
Yeah, I saw that. I can't believe that Trump has convinced MAGA that it's appropriate for the president to pressure the Fed to change interest rates. It's so asinine. You guys don't see how bad that is.
I'd say that.
I do got to say, it's one credit I will always give Trump is that he nominated Jerome Powell.
Yeah.
Again, I don't think everything Trump does is perfect, but my argument is that he's better than Kamala Harris or any other Democratic.
The economy always does better under Democratic rule. It's literally a fact. We always create
I
way
don't
more
know about
jobs.
that.
For every job that Republicans create,
Trump
Democrats
himself
create
actually
50.
said that.
Trump himself says it. Yeah. Democrat just seem the economy just seems to do better under Democrat rule. That's what Trump says. Exact quote.
That was back. He's like, but he also said in that quote, I know what clip you're referring. He literally said that shouldn't be the case.
I don't know what that means.
I don't really think that's a.
It's literally the case. We create more
Well,
jobs.
it's like
last 8 out of 9 recessions have happened under Republican rule. We always
8
do
of
things like
9?
subsidize industries and create jobs. You guys don't believe in doing that. That's why you guys never create new jobs. You just cut everyone's taxes.
And rightfully so.
Yeah, see,
Taxes are way too high.
What
on
credit isn't
Democratic
given
rule.
is a lot of people will say the Democrats are the spending economy. Democrat economies are the spending economies where we spend a lot of money, but they pay for most of it. That's the trick, is they take in more revenues. They bring taxes up a little bit so that we can cover that spending. It's the same thing FDR did.
Yeah, but they're they raise taxes on rich people way too high to cover their spending.
That covers spending. That literally covers
Too
spending.
high.
Yes, way too high.
Yeah, they did it in the
back
50s and 60s, and it was the strongest middle class we've ever seen in this country.
Yeah, and the
It's exactly
tax
what
rate on
created that middle class in
people
the
who make
50s
$1
and
million
60s.
a year was about 91%. That's ridiculous.
Yeah, and guess what? They stayed here. They didn't go anywhere. They still stayed here.
It destroyed a lot of incentive.
Yeah. Do you ever sit around and be like,
No,
dang,
it
you know
didn't.
what?
It
I have $1
created
million
the American
idea.
highway system.
I have a $1 million idea, but I don't want to do it because of the current tax rates. Do you think people sit around and do that?
It's not current. I'm saying like if 91% tax rates for entrepreneurs back in the 50s and 60s, like he
Do
brought
you
up.
think that in the
yeah,
50s
that
and
would destroy
60s they
incentive.
sat around and said, fuck that, I'm not doing it. I'm not going to make $1 million because the taxes are too high.
Actually, some of them
And
probably
apparently it
did.
didn't cause any problems there because innovation boomed in the 50s and 60s. The United States was on top of the world in innovation.
So you're all for
We
taxing
invented
the
more
rich
and
'cause it
created more
works.
than any other country.
I'm for paying our debt. Yeah,
it does work. We've proven it.
I'm for paying our debt and creating jobs, taxing the rich and taking that money and
has
creating
been proven
jobs.
to
Yes, because they don't do that. When we don't tax the rich, they just take it. They take that money and they hold it and they hide it away from our economy forever. Forever, it's gone.
Okay. Oh yeah, they definitely hold on to it. They don't invest back into smaller businesses. They don't do anything with
They
that
can
money.
do that with
Yeah,
or without tax
totally.
breaks. Tax breaks. If you invest in a business, that is tax reducible, right?
If you're investing in a smaller business, yes,
It's
you're
tax
gonna create more
reducible, so you don't
jobs
need a
for
tax
lower
breaks
income
for that.
if these rich people are the ones investing in smaller businesses and giving these low income people jobs.
And you don't need a tax break for that because you can.
But that
That's already
avoids
tax
taxes.
reducible.
Yeah, there's already a tax break for that. Yeah, you already don't have to pay. That's the point. Is we keep trying to get you guys to realize this, and it doesn't go into your fucking thick skulls. Taxes are avoidable by incentive. You can invest that money into your business or into your community, and then you don't get taxed on it because you're only taxed on profit.
So therefore,
You're only taxed on the money you just keep.
Oh, but okay, so that justifies just punishing success and incentive. So
It's not punishing.
It's not punishing success. It's forcing them to spread that success around.
It's called the progressive tax rate. So when you're finally successful is when you can start finally paying taxes with the amount that you owe.
Yeah, well, here's the thing. If
It's
we
easy.
go back to the Trump thing,
It's in a very simple saying. Ask not what your country can do for you. Ask what you can do for your country. That saying exists for a reason. That was the American dream and the American way for over the last 70 years. And guess what? It created the greatest economy, the most innovation, the highest levels of education worldwide for a long time until Republicans started chipping away at it.
and I don't know how you're saying it. Infectious. Are you an independent?
Yeah, I'm an independent. Like I said, I used to be a Republican. I grew up as a Reagan Republican.
Okay, just for context, sorry.
I saw a lot of the bullshit he did. I saw a lot of the bullshit he did, but I saw some decent policy. I saw some fiscal responsibility, at least to some small degree. He cut spending in the government pretty well. He wanted to keep the government out of people's homes. I agreed with that. I agree with the Republican and conservative idea of keep the government out of my house. Small scope of government does not mean less people. You can have a large scale government that has a lot of people doing a lot of things, but you can reduce the scope of that same government by saying you can't get into my house. You can't be in my doctor's office. You can't be telling me what I can and can't do with my own body. You can't tell me how I can and can't present myself out in public.
So you're like a libertarian kind of
That's
center?
small government. I would say nowadays I am. I mean, if you ask me for my dream, it's Star Trek socialism.
Really?
But we need to end object scarcity before we can do that. We
So
can't
you're-
have that and have resource scarcity. If we have a limited amount of food, limited amount of materials, we can't have that. We need more of a capitalistic society because things have value. Some things are more in demand because they're more rare. That happens.
Gotcha.
Capitalistic systems help to benefit those systems. But you need to regulate capitalism heavily in order for it to work properly. We had unregulated capitalism already. We had that. We had that at one point in time back in the 1800s and the early 1900s. And guess what happened? The Great Depression. Unregulated capitalism doesn't support the population. It supports the businesses and the corporations. That's all.
All right, cool. All right, I was just asking. My bad. Appreciate your.
Yeah, no. I figured I'd explain it.
Yeah, no problem. Appreciate you. Where were we?
I
don't even know.
I don't know.
We were talking about why tariffs and taxes are different from each other.
Yeah.
We were talking about where tariffs and taxes were different.
And
how taxes are more incentivizing and how tariffs are more punishing.
All right. Cool.
This is what I always show people when we talk about taxes or Reaganomics. This is the wealth gap since the 1980s, and we can everybody points back to Reagan for this. This is when this all started. This trickle down economics shit. I want a graph that's bigger. But you can see right here. You see where all three of these lines are conjoined, right here at the end. Let's see if I can get it bigger. Oh my fucking god! Here, you see how they're all conjoined right here? That's 1980. Oh, he left. In 1980, Reagan cut taxes, and it let the economy. It turned it into this irreversible wealth gap. That rich people got very rich, poor people just stayed right where they were. So the 95th percentile, they're just running away from us. And Trump came in and cut taxes even more so. This is going to be even worse. If you look at it until 2020 and 2025, the wealth gap is enormous. It's so much bigger now. But that's what causes wealth inequality. Enormous tax breaks.
Hey, have you heard about these energy deals Trump's trying to peddle out now? Trying to make a new LNG deal with both Japan and Europe.
Yeah.
No, yeah, to buy our energy. He's oversold our exports by I think like 45%. We're set to actually export 145% of all exports to 2 different places.
145% of our exports.
Yes.
So oil
bullshit.
rigs are about to start fucking pumping.
Just LNG, entirely liquefied natural gas. It was Mr. Global did a video on it a couple days ago. I looked it up, and sure fucking enough, the amount of energy that he's promised to sell is going to equal out to about 145% of our total LNG exports.
So it's impossible.
Pretty much LNG is going to start spiking big time. He's been warning about that for a long time, and he's starting to find people that are sitting there going, where the hell did this happen? They're pointing at electric bills that just doubled out of nowhere.
Yikes.
And he's saying this is just the start. It's going to get so much worse. He's saying that places are going to get 400 to 500% more expensive. Eventually, your electricity will be more expensive than your rent.
I thought Trump. Do you remember when Trump said he was going to cut your electricity bill in half? Literally.
Yeah, he said he was going to cut energy in half.
Yeah, he's going to cut it in half.
Right.
And he's doing the opposite. Love that. Cutting subsidies to alternative energies too.
Yep. Oh yeah, there's electricians going out of work all over the place because they were on that solar boom from the Biden administration, and now they're all getting put out of work because he's pulling all the funding for it.
I bet my
since January we've lost like 30 rigs, but we're still stagnant. We're still at about 13.4 for oil production.
I saw that too, guys. How much do you need to know about math to know that saying you're going to reduce something by 1,000% is incoherent? How good at math do you need to be? Can we like, would you say in 6th grade, 7th grade math?
Yeah, apparently they're going to start paying us to do it.
3rd grade, yeah. But he's a genius, guys.
By the way, I got OBS all set up.
Hi. Hello? Okay. 1,000%, guys.
Fell asleep with their phone.
Well, I don't know. I think we're out of people. Is it time for movie night? Is it time for Sling Blade? I think it's time for Sling Blade, y'all. Thought you'd never ask.
If you're not in the Discord, pop in the Discord. That's where we do movie nights.
Carol's, your rent's $3,200 a month. Oof. Oof.
Not necessarily that rents are going to go up more, but that eventually energy is going to be more than your rent.
Yeah, my
That's what the
landlord's
prediction is.
gonna love me. You see, if you ever saw my electronics, he'd kick me out for sure. I have a
Oh yeah,
fucking bat cave down here.
my utilities are included in my rent, so
Mine too.
I'm
all right.
kind of making sure that I get my rent checks in on time so he doesn't bitch.
This is where I am now. Exit. Your movies are too scary. Oh. Sling Blade's not scary. It's not really scary.
No, Sling Blade's not scary. Sinners was really good though.
Yeah. All right. Well.
All right, man. Well, I'm gonna dip out.
All right, brother. I'll catch you later.
Keep an eye out for me. Sometime come in and co-host with me.
Okay.
I need the exposure. I can't get more than like a dozen people in it a shot.
Okay, I can do that.
Thanks, brother.
All right, no problem. Y'all, don't forget to become a subscriber if you enjoy this community. If you want some cool stickers to use in chat, become a subscriber. It's $3 a month. It's this little star down here. I am going to go ahead and start movie night. If you guys want to join us on movie nights takes place in Discord.
We have some venues right now, South.
And all you have to do is go to my link tree. It's right here. Click on Discord, the Discord server, which is the top one. You gotta download Discord, accept the invite. And once you're in Discord, you gotta go to the rules section. And when you're in the rules channel, click this thumbs up right here. The thumbs up will let you into the rest of the server. And we do movie night in our, it's in the movie theater. It's a voice channel called Movie Theater. It's that one. You'll see us all piled in there. You don't have to be a subscriber, y'all. You don't have to be a subscriber. Yeah, it's free. All right, chat. Well, I will see y'all there. Much love, y'all. I will see y'all tomorrow night.